over to 924. Closest I can do is 928. Oh, yeah, that is oddly jaunty. Anyway, while you were away, we realized that it is, what's his name? Alejandro's birthday, as it is after midnight.
I'm a terrible husband.
It is still raining torrentially. And who wants to recall what happened last time?
Not Hazel.
We fought
It
the
was not in
mosquitoes.
the champagne.
We fought the mosquitoes, but then we got to this cave with a giant spider that we killed that was a spooky lab. And it's got weird displays of dead bugs. Big ones.
Also,
and
sure
the
that
eggs done
is...
and the eggs done been eaten.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know by what.
That's a very
we
good
also
point, Trina. That
didn't know that it... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that.
I didn't
but also, we didn't know that there were people here. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How do I...
Because I meant to clarify that. This is the first time we've seen of other habitation here, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go in and... I don't know where to go in and change your guys' nicknames. There it is. Got it. Okay. Alright, you guys have two ways you can go. You see the entrance of the cave. Or another part of the cave. Or you can continue on around.
Yeah, but you opened that door?
The door's not there. That was...
Oh.
That was a holdover from the map getting imported.
Gotcha.
There's also one right here, but again, not actually a door. Just I needed to delete a wall and it wouldn't delete that part of the wall.
Hey Cameron, I can see this. Am I supposed to be able to see that?
To see what? Yeah. Probably? It's very close.
Alright.
I mean, also, you know, not that surprising.
Yeah.
Why does Charity's token never fucking show her name? Why do I always have to go in and do this?
You gotta adjust the prototype token.
We'll never be right.
Charity
She just won't.
Never.
You gotta adjust the prototype token. Yeah. I don't know if I can do it. I'll see if I can do it.
Do we want to keep going further in?
Sure. Iris, if you go in your settings, there is a default setting that'll make all tokens superior labeled.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ready to pay attention in class now.
You're good. So Charity and Corm both would like to go further in. Are we good to advance?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'll go wherever the group wants to. I'm just holding the lantern.
Cool. Yabo, you want to move forward? Corm,
Sure.
nudge. Perfect.
Get out there. You first.
Go on.
Yabo's in front of him. He doesn't want to, like, push him out the way.
Sorry, where are we going?
To the right.
Hit the
There's nothing back here. That's a wall, right?
That is a wall, yes. Hit the spooky part.
Yeah, it's definitely spooking up a little bit.
This spell looks like it's a pain in the ass to deal with.
What spell?
Entropic Shield.
Oh.
Range attack with a 20% chance to miss. That just seems like a really pain in the ass thing to deal with in a D&D setting.
I mean, if it hits, you just have a 1 in 5 chance of missing.
Cameron, is this a door for real?
That is a door for real, yes.
Oh, guys, there's a door for real here.
Well, there's also
Oh,
a door
Hollow.
for real back here, over here.
Over where?
Is this not a door?
No, it's like one of the glass windows.
Oh, okay.
This is a
Alright,
door
I'm
because
door.
Trina can click it and go, ooh.
Oh,
That room in one of
Do
the
we
glass
think that
windows
way?
here, right?
Yeah.
I can't go in there.
You can't go in there?
It's too small.
That's dumb. It is a 5. Oh, I'm assuming it's because
yeah,
it's...
I'm just seeing the collides with the wall message.
I didn't know if Jericho wanted to go in there or not.
No, Jericho wants to go over this way, and if there's more glass windows.
Okay. So, Charity... Do you want in Charity?
Yeah. I'm in. Hello, guys.
That's what I
Hello?
get for not aligning to grid because the walls weren't going where I wanted them to go, I guess. Oh no, it's probably those. It's probably the
Yeah.
back wall of the other buildings.
You made the glass shards like solid, and I can't pass through.
No, there's a rock there. Also. But yes, those glass shards are apparently solid. I did not remove Block's light, and apparently Block's light is the thing that makes stuff solid.
That makes sense.
I mean, it makes sense, but you know, a curtain also blocks light.
And a curtain's also solid.
I can walk through a curtain.
It's still solid.
Yeah, but it's not like a wall.
I'm sorry your virtual tabletop isn't smart enough to determine.
I mean, I have
What?
a curtain I use between like my sleeping area and my living area that blocks light, and I can walk through it.
I'm speaking. The tabletop isn't smart enough to determine if this is a thing that should block light but not movement, even though I think that's an option.
Fog. It's probably just a holdover from Dungeon Draft. Give me a second. I can adjust
It
the
happens
walls.
it happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's just
No, I said select, please.
I also think it has something to do with I think there's a smart doors module that fixes this issue. I think.
I think I have smart doors, but I think that's not for objects that block light. I think that's for
Yeah.
doors. Anyway.
So
anyway,
what is this long hallway?
It's just a hallway.
just a hallway.
That's a thing.
Give me a second. I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning up walls.
So that people can actually walk around?
There we go. The boulders you will have to squeeze through. I don't know. It'll probably be like. Wait, it lets you through those
Okay.
walls? That's fucking stupid.
That you can link doors together. I just now noticed this while looking this up.
I feel like you've mentioned that. Like if you go through a door, it teleports you somewhere.
No, not like that. You can make it so all like if you click on a door, it'll open all the doors around it. Like if a trap were to happen.
Okay, that's kind of neat. So I don't have to
You
go
can
click,
kinda
click,
cool.
click, click, click.
you can teleport, but that requires a number of mods that's just really not
Worth it.
feasible. You can just drag their icons over and do it that
I
way.
mean, I've just phased you guys through walls anyway. Alright, anyway. Hector Charity
I
Cora.
fucked around with my headphones. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You weren't missing much if you couldn't hear us.
No, I could hear you all along.
Okay.
I did strategically.
Anyway, Hector Charity Corum, you guys are in kind of a 5-foot hallway, despite colliding with the walls apparently. And you can see
Single file.
several different latches and hatches that line the doors. There's some small, like, inlaid shelves every 5 feet or so, or every 10 feet or so, on either side, where you could, like, use as a workstation or a counter. There's not really anything on them at the moment. You can kind of see there's some, like, drippings, dried goo and ooze and stuff that have kind of dripped down from the hatches and things. But they're all
And
shut
the
for most
hatches
part.
line up with the displays, correct?
Presumably.
Okay. It seems like they would.
Yes. That would be the logical connection.
Oh, we got like a classic organ riff now.
What are you guys doing?
Remind me. So the ones we have access to here would have been what, 2 of the mosquitoes and what else?
It would have been 2 of the mosquitoes and a spider.
And what were the other ones? Another spider and
It was 2 other spiders.
Okay, so 3 spiders and 2 mosquitoes total.
Yes, that you have seen.
Okay, of varying ages.
Yes, of variant ages and life cycles. Or life stages. This was...
And is this down here? Is this like a cave wall or like a man-made wall?
boulder
Okay.
collapsed part of the ceiling.
Okay.
Anyway, this one was a spider, and then the 2 over on the end were skeeters.
I guess I was hoping that once I had that information, an idea would come to me as a result, but it did not. I
Can we
mean,
open the hatch?
I don't know. And if
yeah,
we do, which one?
you can open the hatch.
I'll try opening the hatch near me. Can I do it like
Which side? You're
gently?
the north or the south side?
Oh shit.
They're on either
Um,
side of the wall.
I'm gonna do the
I
south
thought the
side for
shelves were
starter.
on either side of the
Well, the
wall.
shelves are on either side, and the hatches are on either side as well. They're kind of mirrored on either side of the hallway.
I'm gonna do the south side to start.
You kind of flick down this little hook. This hatch kind of falls back a little bit. It kind of accordions outward, and
I
has basically
loosened my sword out of its hilt.
like a
Not drawing it, but
like a post office box, you know,
Mhm.
so that you can put something in, close it, dump it, and you can kind of peek through and see a bunch of the different little spider webs and things. Can I no, I can't. That's not gonna work. That's too much effort to try to figure out how to animate that hatch opening. You see this.
Ooh. Very fancy.
You make that noise in character.
God, no.
Core makes it internally.
I mean, does anyone want to peek
What'd
at
you
the other
see?
side before we go over? Oh, it's just, the room we were in.
Well, that was
You
not
just-
the room you were in. It's one of the cages or
I
specimen
mean, you
rooms.
heard the noise that Katrina made when she saw it, so I'm going to.
You see this.
Ooh.
Are you gonna open one too, Charity?
Sure.
Which one are you opening?
The same one a third time.
All of this first one, I don't know.
North or south?
North.
You see that?
It's okay. So the entire right side of that room is nothing but black.
Oh, well, yeah, because you don't have a light source. So you're using Terrico's light source from over there.
That's coming. That's so stupid.
I
I'm
mean,
here
it's,
now.
it's
Does that help?
reality.
I can get us a light source.
Do you need like
If
the
we
door
need it.
I'm over here now.
Oh, sorry, Hector. There you go.
Okay. I don't see anything.
There you go, Corum.
Ooh.
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 Okay, so should we just check all of them out real quick?
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Alright, Hector, you're gonna peek through all of them.
It seems like a good idea, right?
That's a giant dead centipede.
Oh,
Oh my.
I say, y'all, this one's a giant dead centipede.
So I can actively
Okay.
see the giant live centipede, right?
Yes, you can in fact actively see the giant live centipede.
You guys didn't hear that, but Madison's mom just yelled no.
She hates centipedes, despises them.
That's fair.
Okay, so like should we beat it up?
Yeah, Corum takes out his longbow. And, like,
I
I
can't
don't
use
know
Sit
if
mine.
anyone's
above
going to use
Perico's
fire,
head.
but we will kill it.
Corum aiming a safe height above Terrico.
yeah.
Jericho will squat down a little bit. We'll take
This
it
is a good configuration for that. Of people. It's good that it's Terrico.
Yeah,
Yeah, Corum's not a big
worried after
guy,
the
so-
whole Yabo shooting incident, so
I mean, you want to
still good
switch?
squat. That's fine. I'll just squat a little as I take out my crossbow and we'll load up
Okay.
down.
Alright.
I'm drawing
I'm
my
gonna-
sword.
It's a very
We all
nice
have
picture.
weapons drawn?
Oh, Hector just
Yep.
immediately gets to draw a nice picture. Doesn't even have to roll for how nice the picture is.
Well, I mean, I have to think that drawing swords is a thing that he does with some frequency.
He's taking time.
Like,
That's fair.
he probably is pretty good at drawing swords.
So I build out my staff or bow staff or stick, whatever the fuck it is.
all synonyms.
The thing I have to hit people with.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot.
I mean I could use my fist. But I'm not. I'm using the stick.
Ooh,
That is a nat 1.
not
Oh
one.
no! I was squatting! I was squatting!
So you pull back Corum, and you just release your arrow, and it goes just perfectly straight down to the hallway before it eventually disappears into the rubble down here.
They're shorter than you
Perfectly
think.
Straight shot above their heads.
Could Charity try to show up Quorum?
Go ahead.
Yeah, please do. What?
I was also waiting to fire after because I just assumed Ron was gonna kill the first one. I'm like, oh shit, I guess I better attack this one.
Does not have an item named Longbow. Fuckers. That didn't roll the attack. I hate this game.
Cameron, are they surprised in a way that would make
Well,
them
you know, you hate this. Oh my god.
Why is this encounter not adding people to it?
This is
Hey, your
24.
turn thing came up on Jordan's screen. And he was like, oh!
Why are you not getting added to combat, you fuckers?
The your turn thing sounded like fucking, the beginning of the fucking you got figured out shit on Among Us or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
No.
Yes, I do know.
I don't know if you heard my question. Are they surprised / flat-footed or no?
I mean, they haven't done anything yet. I'm assuming you all were just prepared to shoot at the same time. So I will give you a surprise round, but also, fucking join combat, you damn things.
I don't seem to be able to roll my initiative either.
Okay, so,
Oh no, it's in the chat more than once,
Yeah.
but it didn't go on my thing.
I don't like the sound effect of the rolls being inside my ears.
You don't want dice ASMR?
Pretty sure if you go over to the combat encounters tab, there's a button that puts all tokens in to initiative.
There's,
It might only be a Swade thing, but
yeah, no, there's roll all and do other thing, but also not all tokens are in initiative.
I don't know why it didn't add my +3 to initiative.
Well, initiative's just fucked right now.
I just want to
It's
turn
just
this
not-
on.
Doing what it should be doing.
I'm glad it wasn't just like me somehow failing to press the button 3 times or something.
No, it's the encounter is just not doing what it's supposed to be doing. There we go.
I don't know what the problem is, but I'm gonna blame Charity because so far she's been the most correct.
I only had to create the combat 3 times for it to actually create the combat.
did that accidentally roll it? I hope not. It didn't. Great. Oh wow.
My last initiative was by far.
Charity's
Oh.
uppy today. Because I think this is the first time I've gone anywhere near the top.
Charity's excited. She's like,
Yeah.
science.
She's uppity.
We have
I
3
don't
18s.
want- How do I turn off the sound?
Hector, I'm so sorry, friend.
You know, maybe it's, it makes sense for the shooty people to go first, and then I'll come in after when the bugs have potentially progressed and do my melee thing.
Yeah.
So maybe it kind of works.
You know, maybe Hector was just like slightly distracted admiring the stonework and didn't realize that we were shooting already.
He's just so excited to be around so much stone.
He's like, I found clay yesterday, and I found rocks today. That'll be a
That's
great,
why he forgot his Christmas,
anniversary present or
birthday.
a birthday present for my husband. Okay,
Bruh.
so shooty people, has every shooty person shot?
Yes.
Okay. Charity, you shot first.
I shot first.
Well, you missed, so you don't count.
Oh, yes. I did miss.
I get 4 points of damage. Wow.
Won't let me not have sound.
Blah.
Oh no! I was
Terrico.
firing it. Right, so... I accidentally did point blank shot, so I just take one off the attack roll and the damage.
Blah.
Why wouldn't you do point blank shot?
The
Because
one you
the other
killed,
one isn't
is 65 feet away.
far away.
Oh, you're shooting at the one at the back. Okay, that makes sense.
Because you killed the one in the front.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, there, it doesn't cost anything. Why wouldn't you use it?
It's illegal.
It costs his morality. Alright. Hector, Yabo, you were the two who didn't shoot anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to fuck around with having to go away and get my sword out later, so I just went directly to the sword and forewent shooting.
Okay. Yabo, are you guys going to move up at all? Are you gonna stay back there?
Currently I'm trying to make sounds not happen.
I know, I just put it in. JJ. I put in where the combat ready volume module is. So you have to go to the little game settings, and then just the 5th one down, combat ready.
Yeah, I'll say this, the settings are not labeled in a particularly helpful way.
Okay.
You also,
Because I would not think to go there for that.
you can also
I
right
will,
click your
sure, I
speakers.
will move up to the dead one and stand next to it and wave my fist angrily in the distance.
Okay.
I'll just come up next to him.
Are you also angrily waving your fist in the distance?
No, I think I'm just there being chill.
Just holding your sword.
Kind of ready, you know?
Alright.
Because, I mean, we've seen no evidence of a still alive one, right?
Correct.
But we're
Cora-
still in initiative, so this obviously an elaborate.
I mean, I can see it in the initiative order. But Hector has no way of knowing that.
Hector, he's in initiative? Come on.
If you guys click on a token and press T, it'll target it.
Oh.
I can barely see that. I'm gonna say that Quorum can't actually. That's not enough to see a person. So, Quorum's gonna go here.
let alone Terrico-sized centipede.
Exactly.
Time for a Terrico-sized Terrico.
Ah! What size of better size like Terrico?
With some appropriately jaunty music for Terrico, too.
Right. Yeah. Terrico's just gonna move. He doesn't even really know that there's a guy left, so he's just gonna put away his crossbow. If a guy shows up, it'll be better for him to have his sword anyway, so that's all.
Terrico's like just looking for things on the ground.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Looking at the dirty cell across from him. With the...
You just want to make sure that all the little things are gone so that way he can go back to scrapping up whatever piece of paper he can find nailed to podiums.
Terrico's collecting newspaper clippings.
Yep. He's He's an old man, what can I say?
I suppose I used my action to dash because I moved an extra 5 feet there.
Fair enough.
Dashes.
Um,
Dashes ever so slightly more.
dashes and then goes one more big step.
One more big step.
And that took
Big
the whole 6 seconds. It was really exaggerated. She had to like leaned back and like stretched one leg out really far.
She did in
You
slow
had to take a
motion.
lot of work to step over the dead caterpillar. Caterpillar.
Yeah, the giant, the centipede. Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagined it as you like did your combat jaunts to move the 25 feet or whatever, and then you just like dead sprinted for 5 feet.
I'm learning so much more. If you guys hover over a token and double right click it, that also targets it. I also love watching all of your little icons immediately go to a token. Thank you all for targeting me. I really appreciate it.
All
Yeah,
eyes
and
on
then
charity.
In both cases, if you do it again, it untargets it.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway. I found out a lot of things on my other world. One of which is that there's a setting to change it where you can just have to click things. And then there's also a setting that enables you to target multiple things.
Fancy.
Yeah. These things were a pain in the ass until I figured it out. Especially like area of attack spells.
I'll be like, go up to here. Oh shit! Look, there's a thing right there. Wow, how crazy! I'm gonna beat it. Hit it.
Somebody put a
Why the
triangle on
fuck was
Corum.
someone put? Yeah.
Danger triangle.
I'm sorry, that's me, I'm messing with shit. That's alt and ping.
Oh, where'd it go? It's gone. What happened?
What are you talking about?
There was a boy there,
It's still there.
and now it's gone.
Ah, that's how you target multiple things. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It does not appear. I can't see it on my screen.
It has not moved.
Huh?
It is.
Weird.
Yeah, there sure doesn't look to be anything there.
Let me cloak and decloak it. Did you move 5 feet forward? And
Access to a light source to see.
he's got dark vision,
Right.
so he doesn't need a light source. What if I'm
I'm gonna hit it a
Hector?
couple of times.
I'm borrowing you. Can you see it now, JJ?
Yeah.
So can I.
Light.
Now it's gone.
Huh.
So it must have been because of the light.
Yeah, but Hector
Wait,
Hector
wait,
hadn't
wait.
moved.
When I first walked up, I could see it, and then after like a minute, it's disappeared.
It's probably because it's the
But now-
boundary's done.
but now
and
it's- It's still there now after Hector moved back.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay, whatever.
Foundry's down.
the rolling is still there.
It's dead.
my guess is it's like probably like 50.05% is covered by darkness. So it's like, oh, you see it, oh, you don't.
Again, though, Yabo has dark vision, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Can you see in here, JJ?
Can I see into the little room over here? Yeah.
Do you see the one that's in the little room?
I do see him, but he also disappeared when the other one disappeared, so I don't know. But I can see it now, so.
Dumb. Anyway. This one should also just be dead anyway. But... Nope, I made it blind. Oh, that's neat. Giving something blind actually makes it so you don't get token vision. Neat.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Anyway. What are you all doing now?
Trying to figure out get rid of the rolling if it's not combat ready.
That's just a foundry noise.
Yeah,
So where's the setting for that?
I don't think there is.
I don't know.
That seems like such a strange thing.
Probably just your system setting.
Yeah, I just right click your volume mixer and just turn Chrome down to nothing.
Or mute the window.
That too.
I don't know how to do that.
Right click the tab.
Holy
Are we
shit.
still going forward?
Yeah, I mean, seems like the thing to do, right?
Nobody else sees anymore. Like I said, I'm gonna.
How did the one inside the cell die, or was it always dead?
It was always dead.
Okay.
It just didn't have the.
You never put the thing on it.
It didn't have the thing on it. Yeah.
And were there pieces of paper attached to these cells as well, or?
These two.
Oh yeah,
at the
are
end-
these set up the
No.
same as the other ones?
Yeah, they're set up in a similar way.
Okay.
There's a piece of paper for this one, and this one, Corum is standing on it, but it has been basically rendered illegible.
What about the first one? Can I actually get
Yeah.
that one at all, or are they both?
That one's just like an adult centipede, drawings and notes and things. There's also one in a puddle, and there's a hole in the wall over here by Yabo Corum.
It is wild that I never knew you could mute tabs like that.
I will pick up the piece of paper that is legible. I'll pick up the ones that aren't legible in the hopes that maybe we can just later, but I don't have high hope.
Just for the sake of brevity.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, they're pieces of paper. There's no reason not to pick them up, even for Terra.
Probably.
Yeah.
Even Terraco can handle a few extra pieces of paper.
Terraco is going to get like 500 pieces of paper over the course of this campaign and be over encumbered.
Well,
Carrying a
I really
ream
hope
of
that-
paper.
I really hope that Terraco gets a chance to drop off the papers at camp, and that it's not just, oh yeah, been stuck in the wilderness for so long that he's managed to collect like, 2 encyclopedias.
That's a dream. Anyway, Hector, you went over to the hole. Are you checking that out?
I was just gonna get, go get the light on it and everything like that. Sort of get a feel for things here.
Okay, so you're not actually investigating the hole. You're just kind of standing out, moving the light source.
I'm looking at it, but I'm not like reaching my hand in or anything like that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Hector's like, I'm gonna stand here.
I am
I am the
visually
torch.
inspecting the hole.
Yes. Gotcha.
Is it, Corum will inspect the hole.
Corum will inspect the hole. Okay, it is about 2 feet
Corn fell in
wide.
the hole.
Corum also has a light source, yeah? Or no?
Corum has a light source, but it's not out.
Hold on, give me a second. Okay. It, for some reason, it looked like you still had a light source. Probably because of that torch next to you. Anyway, yeah, it's about 2 feet wide. It kind of slopes up and branches out a little bit. Roll a spot check.
Good check.
Yeah.
I missed my turn, or are we just not combating?
You're just not in combat anymore.
Okay.
Um,
All my movement things
Okay.
are all red.
So, you look at the hole, and up in the slope, a little ways back, you do see movement.
Oh shit, there's something up in there.
And then you kind of keep
Something
looking a little bit more, and you see
or-
some more movement.
Okay.
Yeah, you should get a
Corum's gonna
soundboard.
get his head out from there.
Okay. Wise.
Uh-oh.
Hey guys, there's something in the hole.
I was thinking like a jump scare noise, but that works too.
That's the noise that needs to play on every Nat 1 now.
There is literally a Discord bot that does that exact thing, ever.
That makes sense.
With that exact
is
same
what?
noise.
Who wants to help me lodge this like throw some of those rocks in this hole?
Me?
Jericho.
Sure.
Perfect.
Charity doesn't do heavy labor.
Remember
Uh,
when I talked
sure,
about
Jericho
Cassius
can-
earlier?
I'm just gonna
Charity.
figure how high the hole is.
Stick my arm in the hole.
For Corum, it's probably about waist height. For you, it's about head height.
Yeah, man, you're asking me to lift a rock as tall as I am? Nah.
I
Jericho,
got
how
this,
tall
y'all.
are you?
I think I'm like 2'2".
Did you say
I'm
1'2"?
Oh, 3'2".
I'm
I'm just
5'2".
a little
I'm
guy.
only 2 feet taller than you.
2 feet is a lot!
That's true.
It is a lot
It's
when
like a
you only
person.
have 30.
Think about how much taller Adam is than you, Katrina.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, think about how much taller
You're
like, I
talking
am
about
than
a
you.
full 60% more Jericho.
Who's got the highest strength score?
Not Jericho.
Yeah, we know. Jericho's
Who is
a
the
little
highest?
guy.
I'm just rolling it.
My strength
I
score
put
is
the
a
rocks in the
17.
hole.
Hector puts the rocks in. Hector
Good
starts
job,
putting
Hector.
rocks in the hole. Everyone else is like, "Do I want to help?" And Hector's just like, "Rock, rock."
Jericho's not even like,
rock.
do I want to help? He heard that there was something about putting rocks in a hole, and he's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna read my papers.
I'm gonna look at the pictures of bugs.
Okay, well, I don't really know what's up with that, but it's definitely not me.
Yeah. That's not the right color to indicate a hole being closed. I hit change color. Why did you not change color? There we go. Good enough. Alright. You have successfully sealed off the hole. If something were to come through there, you would almost certainly hear it now, if nothing else.
It's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Let me get to token select. And over here, you all can see what looks to be a large collapse of the wall and ceiling in this area. You can kind of make out the remnants of a stairwell, but it is just covered in rubble.
I imagine that's
Okay,
where
go
we
that
got
way.
most of the rocks.
Yes, presumably.
Probably.
Well, do we want to go kill more mosquitoes?
Those.
We could check out
Oh
the
yeah,
store
because
real quick.
we didn't get all of them, did we?
No.
No.
We just found this instead.
Yes.
And we've made a complete loop at this point, correct?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Didn't
guess
find
let's
any
go deal with the
papers.
fucking mosquitoes.
We could go back down the hall and go through the hole that we didn't
Yeah.
go to before instead of going out the way we came.
What was that, Charity?
Oh, have we not been over there yet?
I was wondering if
Not
I've
down.
seen any,
Terrica's pretty much picked up all the papers. I imagine you both were. You both were kind of looking them over together. You both were investigating them, after all.
We both were like, man, lifting rocks? Not us.
Paper.
manual labor? Nah.
And then you got on your nerd shit.
Oh, didn't some of these eggs look not destroyed? In one of the rooms, there were some eggs that were broken, but some that weren't.
Oh, I should have asked that about the
Most of them were
centipede
pretty-
cages. Were there good eggs in there?
I mean,
In the centipede ones?
similar situation. They were kind of eaten and munched on for the most part. Devoured, chewed,
Gnawed.
gnawed.
I guess okay, I think I misremembered. I thought that some of them, I was like, at least half are still fine. I was like, oh no, we have those eggs.
Anyway, let's just collect everyone here.
I just remembered I'm an important warrior, so...
Charity is chilling over in the corner.
Sorry,
Hi, Charity.
I was watching the new hero. My bad. There you go. There you are. Hello, everybody.
Thank you for joining us, Charity.
Charity was just kind of like scratching at some grout, like kicking at a pile of rocks, thinking about a puppet show she once saw. Are you guys just walking into the room, or are you gonna wait a second while we were waiting for everyone to get in?
I was gonna wait, but
I was talking more to the
I mean,
people who
everybody
were
was.
walking into the room.
I don't know, I was just trying to get in there and provide light.
What are you guys going to
Everybody
do?
was kind of rounded up, so I figured we were gonna start heading in. Unless we're all gonna crowd into the square real quick before we start going in.
We can start checking for traps. That might be a good idea.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, probably.
Okay,
Would-
that's not on me.
I can do that if you...
What skill is that?
That is a search check.
Oh, I thought that was a special skill, or that must be is that a later
Only-
thing?
Rogues can detect traps above a certain DC, but it is a search check.
Ah. Okay. So maybe I could just do it.
That was right.
Terrico's got this. We can let the small person poke around for traps.
Listen, some things just come natural. The dwarf does rock shit, the little guy finds traps.
Little guy finds traps. You look around this room,
This is
and
the
you
whole
do,
reason they brought Hilda.
and you do not see traps.
Cool. There's no traps. Now, bigger people, go ahead of me.
I'm going to say I like the fact that you guys were like, let's look for traps in this one room after walking around the entire rest of the place.
Well, you
I kind of thought there wasn't really a point to it, but everyone seemed to really be worried about traps. I was like, okay, I know my job.
I was just throwing the suggestion out there. I was surprised we hadn't gotten hit by something already.
Yeah. To be fair.
Charity's just like, huh.
As
No
the
darts.
person who's been fiddling with like which directions I'm even allowed to go in this space, I noticed it's pretty much single files, so I was just kind of going in.
Just to make way.
Anyway, everyone roll your initiatives. Oh, I think I might have clicked Charity as an accident.
Oh, shit.
Damn, we were so close.
I can let you re-roll if you want.
Nah, I don't really care.
Alright.
I'm gonna re-roll and get a 6, so.
Alright, let's hit the button. Yabo.
Shit, bro, I see a bug.
Hey,
Oh my
You wanna go
god,
punch it?
that's the bigger bug. Holy shit.
or get got.
I can't
Yeah.
even see that. I'm so excited.
So you're just smacking the bug in front of you?
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So you're kind of wading in like knee-deep water for you. How tall are you, Galbo?
That's a question. What did I put my height as?
This is probably relevant for Terraco.
Something.
This is
I
very
probably
relevant.
should have said that a long time ago. I'm real tall.
So knee-high on Terraco, or on Yabo,
Boy,
So Terraco's gonna
is
drown.
probably like what, shoulder height for you?
yeah. Okay, cool.
Chest,
Someone
shoulder
carry
height.
him on their shoulders. Let me come back. I'll splat the bug. I'll come back and throw you on my shoulders.
I love this image.
Yaba walks in, Wade's like
Someone make fan art of this.
knee deep in his water, sees a giant ass bug and a few other giant mosquitoes, and turns around and is like, "I'll come pick you up, Terraco."
Oh,
Terraco doesn't even see the giant ass bug, so he's like, oh yeah, okay.
Alright. That's your movement and your action.
Alright. I guess I'll just wait here for Terraco to hop on my back with his action.
Well, Jericho's at the very end, so.
You're there.
I've decided that Hector is 4'7". He is 1 inch taller than Mount Dwarf average.
Good for him. How tall is his husband?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't even know when his birthday was.
Oh,
No, it was more that I didn't know what today was.
Fair.
There's a calendar right there.
I mean, you've been traveling. The days start to lose meaning after a while.
We've been in these woods fighting these mosquitoes for 8 years.
Charity,
Oh,
you're
So
up.
technically, I don't think
Getting lost and shit.
any of us actually have this calendar on us. It's just a thing for us players.
I can see a tiny little corner of this one down here. Can I shoot at it?
I'll say it probably has cover. But yes, you can take a shot at it.
Hector and Corum both duck.
Does it look like I'm gonna hurt somebody if I miss?
Yeah.
Hector
agree
and
with
Corum.
Okay.
You can
okay.
yell at them to duck.
Duck.
We do.
Where?
He gets hit in the side of the head by an arrow.
Alright, so it gets +4 to AC.
Parody wasn't even aiming at a fucking mosquito.
Alright.
What a lovely longbow is that.
I know, right?
You need at least 2 hands to use a bow, regardless of...
This fucking thing hates me.
Not you. It hates Charity.
Well, it's because I'm trying to use this. God, I hate this thing.
It really seems like it hates longbows, actually.
Hey, I don't. Oh, wait, make the attack!
Do you have... So, I'm looking at Charity right now. She has the longbow action. Are you using the hotbar?
I'm trying to. I was.
Did you drag the longbow action down to the hotbar? Or did you draw the longbow, like, name down to the hotbar?
I probably drew the name down to the hotbar.
Click on the actual action in your character sheet and try dragging that down to the hotbar and using that. Anyway,
Well,
a
don't
9
think I hit it.
a 9 will in fact miss. But hopefully we get your longbow sorted. Alright, are you gonna move?
Yeah.
Charity, seeing just a glimpse of opportunity, tries to shoot between Hector and Corum to shoot this giant mosquito, and ends up just kind of skipping the arrow along the water surface before
She's
it
paying
clanks
so
into
much
a
attention
tree
to
wall.
not hitting Hector and Corum.
Yep, all her focus.
Which we appreciate.
This
No
guy
one wants to
gets
pull a
combat.
Corum.
At least she can solve the problem if it happens.
Yeah.
You can remove the arrow.
Charity can be like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Corum.
Alright. Corum
Good
can
work,
also
but
see
I
the
don't
bad
know
guy.
exactly
So
how
Grandma's also
how you're
going to try
doing.
to shoot it.
Corum has a much better shot than Charity did.
Corum has less things in its way. It's 12?
A 12 will miss.
Well,
It's gotta be close, right?
I mean, they're tiny. They're tiny. They're fast. They're hard to hit, and they've all had action, so none of them are flat-footed.
and
Not sure where
I
that's
can't move here, right? Because that's a wall.
I mean, you could move there.
I don't want to move there. I can't see anything anymore.
Fair enough. Fair play.
Oh, now I can't see that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Corum,
Okay.
like waist deep in this water. So this is deep water, so it is difficult terrain. Just a
That's
heads
fine.
up on that front.
5, 10, 15.
I'm gonna switch to Discord on my phone real quick, so I'm gonna disappear and reappear.
Okay. Luckily, it's not your turn for a minute.
Rogan.
Hector.
Just letting you know.
Well, I know I'm going to want the sword later. I really do not feel like fucking around with switching. No, I don't think I can get there. Oh no, I can. That works, right?
What's your movement?
Oh no, it goes through a wall.
Also, each square of water is 10 feet.
Oh shit, yeah, so there's no way I can get there.
Uh,
Problem is, Hector hasn't been around long enough to have other cool stuff to do.
you are the light bringer.
I am the Lightbringer, that's true. And it is in my range for point blank shot. I already had my sword out. Can I even put my sword away and get my bow out and shoot it?
You have what's your quick draw do? What's your feat do?
I can draw a weapon as a free action instead of a move action.
So you can drop
But I
your
don't
bow.
know about putting it away.
You would have to drop
No, I'm
your.
already holding my
Oh, you'd have to
my
drop
sword
your
is what I
sword.
already have.
You'd have to drop your sword.
If I wanted to put it away, would that be
Yes.
like a move?
That
or...
would be a move action.
And would it be my whole move action?
Yes, but you'd get a 5-foot step.
Okay, so I could move forward, because that's all I want to move forward anyway. I want to stay here on the lane, but just be a little closer.
Okay.
So
You stow your sword
on the ruler. Yep.
and take 1 step forward.
Yep. And I'm gonna get the bow out and do it with that. This one, because I can see all of it. Nope.
That is a miss. All right.
I really should have stuck with my my area of expertise.
Derrico.
Alright.
Yabo has come back to let you climb onto his shoulders.
Exactly what it takes for me to climb up. Although,
I will say you need to make a climb check.
Yabo's probably helping lift him
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
it's not going to be a hard climb check, but you'll just need to make a climb check.
Yeah!
Ooh!
Yabo running back, splashing, Corum running past him, Hector moving forward to light. Yabo kind of squats down, grabs you under the arms, under the shoulders, and just kind of goes, whoop, puts you up on his shoulders, around his neck.
Alright, so I'm just trying to, like, grab, like, my legs, like, underneath his chin to keep me steady, because I have the torch in one hand and a rapier in the other.
Beautiful.
I remember that you just cannot express how taken I am with this image.
Terraco
I'm just here to do my best.
is a little gnome man scarf.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have an action to hold Yabo brings me to where I need to go.
No, probably not.
I would imagine it would take my action to climb up.
To climb up and get yourself situated. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. Click. All right, time for the favorite event of the night. Corum trying to get sucked on. That is a 21 to hit. Corum, you are grappled.
Fuck, bud. That's such a big thing.
It's
The entire screen is just only... Okay, it's finally going away.
it is just like grappled, just like kind of sucking like on your main core body. It's kind of like on your chest, sort of like barely above the water, like its kind of back part of its body, it's where it stores all its blood, is just kind of dipping in and out of the water. And
I can't see Quorum currently. Did you like
I don't know
make
why
an
it's just
auditory
random
noise?
Test.
yeah, I was wondering that too. Corum's just around the corner from you, but no, you could not. You probably
but I
cannot
mean,
see
do I
this.
have any way of knowing?
Yeah. Did you do anything, Corum, as you get sucked on or grabbed on?
Corum would yell fuck. That's an appropriate thing for him to say rather than all the other bullshit that Katrina says.
Either that or Corum would be like, again.
I was expecting it to be not again.
You know, same vibe. Anyways, seems like JJ, are you back? Or are you?
Kind of. Now I gotta adjust everybody's volume again. Because Discord's stupid.
Sounds like you just need to adjust Discord's volume on your computer.
I did, and now everybody's quiet on Discord on my phone.
But I'm saying, like, the general Discord output on your computer to make it more reasonable.
Okay, so
It is on 69%.
nice.
Anyway, it's your turn, Yabo. Terraco is on your shoulders.
Yep.
Forward, my noble steed.
Oh, what's your carrying capacity, Yabo?
Uh-oh.
Okay, you're currently carrying 43.8 of your light load max of 76. How much do you weigh with all your stuff, Terraco?
I weigh just under 50 pounds.
Okay.
All my
Ooh.
stuff.
So that brings him to his medium.
Yes. At a medium load. Da, da, da. has... Where is the encumbrance table? You are a... Okay, so if you're at a medium load, you are... Your speed is 30 feet, Yabo? Normally?
Yes,
So your speed is currently 20 feet.
that is fine.
Which is which is 1 square of water, right?
1 square water is 10 feet.
Oh, okay, 10.
Because it's 5 feet times
So
2.
moving 10 feet
Gotcha.
means I've moved 20 feet. Is that correct?
Every square you go through water is 10 feet.
So
And
if I
So you
Overland
could
is still
move
5
2
feet.
squares in the water.
Yes.
I also didn't know that when I took my turn before. So I think I moved farther than I should have been allowed to.
That's fine. Terrico would have met you in the middle.
Yeah.
If anything, you would have been standing in the water, like a little bit further down, and Terrico would have just climbed on you like a boat.
It would have been even easier.
Am I able to reach this one?
Yeah.
I'm
Can I
gonna,
hand
I'm gonna
out-
try to beat the test.
Can I hand out my 3
Hold on,
torches?
Jericho.
Toss them at people.
Flurry of blows. Start
Nice.
swinging.
Look, my light load is 43 pounds, and I'm carrying 44.7, and all 3 of these torches weighs 3 pounds.
I
And
mean,
just need to get rid of them.
if you just
so I
want to
can have
throw them
a
on the ground, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I have the light spell. I don't need them.
Charity's going through her backpack, seeing this, and is like, you know what, it's a little heavy right now.
I just realized that there was the difference of one, like.
1 torch.
Oh, I gotta pass my turn. You're in the thick of it now, Terrico.
Oh fuck!
It's okay, they'll probably grab me.
I hope so. These things are about to size.
And will you bring me a slice of cheese?
That's what I forgot to get.
Cheese slices?
Yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking about
no.
getting some shredded
Oh.
cheese, but...
Oh, now I see the big one that Yabo reacted to earlier.
So this one kind of crawls around the corner on the wall, and you can kind of see sticking to its like thorax and to its back, kind of these gooey eggs kind of sticking to it, and as it's kind of crawling and moving and undulating, some of them kind of drop off and plop into the water. Looking around a little bit better now that Terrico is in here with a light, Corum, Terrico, Yabo, you can kind of see swimming around in this pool you're in. What looks to be little mosquito larvae kind of swirling and swarming around, kind of in and out of different crevices and behind rocks and cracks and things. You can kind of see these different eggs, kind of casings that have fallen into the water, kind of scattering around the pool. And this boyo...
Hide behind Yellow's head.
Make a hide check. Terrico kind of quickly curls up behind, at a little ball, covering his head and his face behind Yabo's head as he's kind of leans back, holding on to Yabo's neck with his legs, as this one comes around the corner and is going to try to do a little shucky shuck.
The big one?
The big one, against Yabo. And it will hit.
It's gonna do a big suck.
It did a big.
On you.
It did a big suck. You are grappled. Terrico is not, but it is currently
Interesting situation there.
holding on to you. with its kind of proboscis sticking out of like your shoulder, neck area, kind of right next to up where Terrico would be, like eye level with it, as these kind of
Ow.
eggs are sticking to your skin and falling off into the water.
Oh, no thanks.
And then that one is dead, so I can remove that one from combat. Oh, I think I clicked twice. I did. I
feel like I
lied.
got skipped at some point in time, but
I don't think so. This is the first or second round, and you took a shot in the first round. I did just accidentally pull back and double click past one, which is probably what you're thinking there. This one's going to come forward and try to suck on Terrico,
No! That's supposed to be small.
and it will suck onto Terrico. We got a real grapple party going on here. We got Terrico grappling onto Yabo. Yabo grappled by the giant Strigg Broodmother. Corum grappled by a Strigg about to get sucked on.
this is really funny because I can't see any of this happening.
Yeah, Charity just sees the part of a big Strigg in the distance. Just a little bit of it.
I can see the Terrico Yabo Strigg situation, but I cannot see Cora.
Anyway, Charity, it is now your turn.
The game hasn't fixed my speed. So sad. Oh, well. These are like 20 feet, right?
Each square in the water is 10 feet. It's just difficult terrain.
I can't go. Can you put me in the one in front of Hector? There's a wall there. Ah, wonderful. Ooh, scary. So what's going on here? There's one grappling Terrico and then one grappling Yabo, and then Terrico's on top of Yabo.
Yeah, Terrico was
Did I got that right?
Terrico was riding Yabo. The giant one is grappled onto Yabo. A normal-sized giant one is grappled onto Terrico, and then Corum is up against the wall with one grappling onto him as well.
Corum knows what
Okay.
to do, man.
Who do I like best here?
Charity, I have
Charity's
all the papers.
gonna reach
I go down
over.
some of the papers.
You have all the papers, you're right. She's gonna reach down to the one on top of Terrico and cast Inflict Wounds.
I know what Charity cares about, but it's not us.
No, I'm not sure if I'm targeting the right one here.
I don't think the target will matter.
Okay.
So let's see. It is grappling. It loses its dex bonus. This is AC of 12.
I don't understand how I'm supposed to use this like extra thing when I like go upward to click on the item and it just disappears. There we go. And do I have flanking?
No.
Look, I'm just trying, man.
It
It's
was
a
worth a
natural
shot
one,
in
I
this
think.
scenario.
That is a natural one.
Charity trying to assess the situation but not trying to knock Terrico into the water and ruining all the papers. Really kind of slowly tries to grab him, but unfortunately Terrico and Yabo in their flailing just kind of moves out of the way, and Charity kind of goes, huh, holding the magic.
That was in for too long.
Well. Bye.
So I believe even though you missed, you hold on to the charge, so you
Oh.
can attack again.
I do. I did not know that.
Yes. So you hold on to the charge. If you were to get attacked or take damage, you'd have to make a concentration check. But because you did not connect,
Is that
do
Only
not
with
use it.
touch spells, or is that just
that is touch spells.
touch spells? Okay.
Ranged touch spells, you use it, they're gone. But with a
Gotcha.
normal touch attack,
Because I essentially didn't release the magic yet because I never touched anything.
correct. And then you could
Gotcha.
use it as attack of opportunity. You are considered armed while you are holding it. So
Neat.
as long as you don't miss, or as long as you don't hit, you hold on to it.
How
But
long?
don't
Do I just
slap
keep
anyone
holding
else.
onto it until I get hit,
Or you dismiss it.
or I lose concentration?
Yes,
Gotcha.
exactly. So that's the cool part about touch spells.
It changes a lot of things for me. I wish I knew that before now.
I mean,
I would use these touch spells a lot more willingly.
now you know. Also, you've been doing fine without having to do any touch spells and put
I
yourself in massive danger.
have barely cast any magic.
You've done a little bit of healing, and the massive cause fear. Alright, so this boy
I honest to God forgot you were a magic user.
I know, right?
is going to come up, and man, he's got a lot of options of who to suck on.
Hey, no, we're already all taken.
Yeah, that's how you think. 1 for Terrako, 2 for Yabo, 3 for Korum. Unfortunate. He is going to go after Korum.
Well, of course.
In reality, Charity's just regretting letting Terrako keep the papers. She knew she should have taken them.
Terraco's also regretting letting Terraco take the papers.
And then Korum has 2 boyos on him now. Whenever,
Hot shit, man.
So whenever they begin their turn, attach their target. Korum, you have 2 attached to you at the moment.
Yeah, can I do the thing that I did last time?
Probably not as effectively, considering you're waist deep in water. And unfortunately won't be able to sprint full kilter at it. You have other options, I'm
Wait.
sure.
So the water is waist deep, right?
Yes.
And these guys are Terraco's height.
Yes.
Like, built.
Gonna try and drown him?
I will
Could I
point
try
out
to
that
drown them?
roll a survival check there, Korum.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure do love
They are
that tone.
as you're thinking about this, you remember, wait a minute. They drink blood. Submerging them underwater probably won't do a whole lot, because they're already not going to be breathing.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well. Guys, I really need these off of me. Can I try to remove one from myself?
Yes, you could try to pin one.
Okay. And that's a grapple
It
attack?
is a grapple check.
Okay.
You succeed. You have ripped off. I'm going to assume you went after the one that went on you first.
Yep.
You have, in this process of this other one flying up to you, you reach forward and grab the one that was about to get its proboscis into you and start bleeding you dry. You rip it off and have it kind of pinned under your arm as this other one comes up and tries to latch onto you. Are you going to move, or are you going to stay where you're at?
I would love to move. Yeah, fuck, where can I move to?
You can move 10 feet back to Charity and 15 feet to go diagonal to this square. Or you could go 20 feet back to here, or here.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Can't forget the friends that are with you, though. Oh, actually, sorry, you're grappled, so you're half movement.
Okay, so...
So you could go...
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
There?
So that's 10. 15 is there, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hector, you see Korum wrestle past Charity, pull himself out of the water, twist himself around the corner, ripping off one of these giant mosquitoes, while the other is trying to latch onto a good spot to suck his blood. It is now your turn.
Help, please.
It's got potential. I'm gonna try to get the one. Does Korum still have 2, or does he just have 1 now?
He has
I have
one
2.
that he is pinned, and is not going to drain him.
And 1 is still grappling him.
And 1 is going to drain him. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try to ungrapple that one.
Okay. Make
So we decide that's just a grapple check, right?
yes. Slash
I think that
R,
misses.
maybe. D20 plus 1. It does
that
not
one's a
miss.
contest, isn't it?
You do, in fact,
Nope.
succeed. Corum, wet and slippery from this kind of waist-deep, rusty water, flailing around, manages to knock this guy loose enough for you to easily grab him. And you are now holding one of them. And Corum is now holding one of them. Oh, let me switch this up to get the ones that you guys are properly holding on each other. All right.
And
Terrico.
I can't remember. Can I do other stuff or is that it?
You could move.
Okay, but I can't. Okay.
No attack.
Okay. That's what I was trying to remember.
And then you had what weapon do you have out anyway?
I believe I still have the bow out currently.
Yes, because you stowed your sword. That's
Yes.
what I thought. Terrico, there is a giant one grappling onto your mount, and there is a normal-sized one grappling onto you.
me his mouth?
Maybe.
Is it wrong?
Yeah, yes.
So, Cameron, I know we've been fighting these things for 6 months, but this is the first time Terrico has been grappled. I attack them when I'm grappled? Do I get a damage or anything?
You can attack with a light weapon with a -4 penalty.
-4 penalty. And is that against anything or?
Against a character you are grappling. So
that's the only thing I can grapple.
Yes, that is the only thing you'd be able to attack.
Okay.
If you would like, you could join the. Well, I guess you guys are already kind of grappling each other in a way. I'll say everyone's kind of in a grapple hug here, where all 4 of you were involved in a big group grapple. So if you wanted to attack the giant one, you could.
Listen, there's
Yeah,
there's some stuff going on here.
Oh, other weird question about this. Your grapple don't get your dex bonus, right?
Correct.
So, because they're grappling, they don't get a dex bonus, so I can get a sneak attack.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
Okay.
I don't think sneak attack has anything about you not being denied a dex bonus. Yeah, so technically, you will get sneak attack.
Cool. Alright, -4, right?
-4.
I'm going to attack the big one.
That will miss.
Oh!
Oh, wait, hold up. No, it's the big one. So it loses it would have a different size modifier. You will hit.
Hey!
Hey!
Yay!
Oh, yep. Alright, you have... So as this one normal-sized one's sucking onto you, and the other one's sucking onto Terrico, you flail around, everyone's confused, it's a mess, you manage to just kind of stab it kind of lengthwise in its thorax, or in its or its back part, dislodging some of the eggs into the water, and giving a pretty solid wound to it, all things considered.
Right, well... that was my
Where the
attack.
position hacking from?
I can't move because of everything, so that's my turn.
Correct, you can't move because of everything.
Because everything.
1, 2... Alright, let's...
Oh,
Jericho and Kappa are going to come out of this fight with a very special relationship.
1 for Yaba, 2 for Terrico. Alright, it's going after Terrico.
fuck. Already help the papers.
And that's a 14 against your touch AC, and you are denied your dex bonus.
I am. No.
That's 2 normal-sized giant mosquitoes sucking onto Terrico.
Look, I can only do one at a time.
And then we go on to the one that is no longer sucking onto Corum, but is grappled by Corum. he's going to try to suck on Decorum. But it is technically grappled, so it will lose its dex bonus to the attack. A 6 will not hit. So Corum
Big old
successfully
giant
holds
suckback.
this giant mosquito away from him, sick of being a blood donor to these monsters.
Great job,
Watching
Corum.
Silently.
Good job, Corum.
Yabo! You are in a grapple with Terrico, the giant streg, and 2 normal-sized stregs.
Yay!
What are you gonna do, bud?
It's really quite a situation, you guys.
I'm gonna try to reverse the grapple on this giant strig.
Okay.
I gotta roll a grapple for that, yeah?
So you're going to try to pin the giant one?
Yep.
You can hold your opponent immobile for 1 round by winning an opposed grapple check made in place of an attack. Yep. Make your grapple check.
How do I do?
And mine's under attack.
And then
Grapple center, there we go.
that's gonna be a tough one to beat. And unfortunately, this one's much larger. It's more the size of like a medium, or like a. Hold on, let me double check the sizes here.
The other mosquitoes are Terrico sized, right?
Yes, the other ones were tiny.
So
These
maybe
are
this
small.
is a Hector-sized mosquito.
Yeah, the other ones are more like the size of cats. This is more like the full size of Terrico. So
Okay.
Only half my size.
yeah, only half your size, like pretty much height wise. So this one, unfortunately, is a lot stronger, a lot more tough because it's the brood mother, the queen giant streg. It manages to still grab onto you with its kind of 8 legs tightly around you. And
Wait, do those motherfuckers have 8?
I believe it's 8. It might be 6, but I believe it is 8.
I'm done. I'm just gonna get killed.
It says somewhere in here is 8 pinchers.
Oh.
Alright, so then Giant Streg. It is Giant Streg, yes. Yes, it is Giant Streg. It's going to start its turn attached to Yabo, so it is going to do its suck. And this one is going to be a d6. Yabo, roll me a d6, please.
Slash R.
We're not on Reddit. You, in your flailing, luckily it doesn't manage to get a super good latch onto you and only manages to drain 1 point of constitution. Only like half a
Yay.
pint of blood. You know. So go ahead and take that point of
So-
con damage.
How do I do that? That's an attributes, right? And then you do damage. There we go.
Yes, I believe that's correct. Alright, so then this one.
Oh, I actually rolled a constitution check.
Is well, I guess it doesn't matter which one it is as long as it's one of the ones attached to Terrico, because they both are latched onto Terrico. Terrico, roll me a d4, please.
I bet
You
myself while
take
I was
3
eating.
points of Constitution damage as this one kind of gets you while you're distracted, trying to stab the giant one off of Yabo and getting attacked by the second one that's came in onto you. It gets a good latch and manages to drain a fair bit of blood, and you're kind of feeling a little numb in the area around where it's bit you. A little
So when
bit
you reach
weakened.
0 constitution, you just die, right?
Correct.
Sick.
Charity.
I guess that would be equivalent to being drained of all your blood.
I'm gonna try to grab one of the ones on top of Terrica. Just try to.
The one that
Slab
didn't
with
just
my
suck
hand.
him.
Sure.
I guess
Alright,
it really doesn't matter because they'll both
No, it
get a turn before him anyway next round.
You
So
both get a turn before me? Oh man.
you're last in initiative, bud.
I don't see him on initiative. but I
Oh,
didn't
sorry,
realize that.
that's right. Because they were originally hidden. I thought when I unhid them in
It added them.
Yeah, I thought when I unhid them from being visible, it would add them into initiative order. Yeah, your last initiative, bud.
It did not.
Alright, so you have killed one of the ones attached to Terrico.
And that concludes the amount of work Charity can do in this encounter. Goodbye.
What? No, Charity! I still have the papers!
I have one spell left. It's a level 2 to heal you guys.
Charity's like, and
And
my
I'm
job
not
here
shooting-
is done.
And I'm not shooting arrows at y'all, so GG, have fun.
Alright, Hector.
You're gonna kill me with damage, so...
I will take the papers off your body, Terrico, don't worry.
Your knowledge will carry
It's
on.
gonna be-
They're in the water.
My body's gonna fall into the water.
Oh, I'm sure you've got them protected. You're a smart boy.
And then the string that is being held by Hector will not attach to Hector. Corum.
Hi.
You have one in your hands currently. Are you gonna attack it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to attack it. I got a long sword. Can I attack it with that?
Is it a light weapon?
Oh, is it a light?
No.
How do you know what light weapons?
I
I have a
believe-
short sword also.
But-
Would that be a light weapon?
Well, you only have the long sword drawn.
Yeah, I don't think the long sword is a light weapon.
Probably not. You can make an unarmed attack.
Did we decide that Yabo's the only one that can actually kill him that way, though?
Yes.
So, if one of us
Could I drop my long
performed
sword and
an
take out
attack
my
that
short
would-
sword?
You wouldn't be probably grappling it at that point.
Oh fuck.
More than likely.
Could I knock it out?
Yes, you can
Rather
make
than-
it.
that's what I was gonna ask.
You can in fact make a unarmed strike.
Okay. And is that just the melee bonuses?
It is still a -4, but it was a D4 plus your strength.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's a D3 plus your strength.
Okay. So I should roll a
Just
roll.
roll an attack roll. Just -4. And then we can do the damage from there. You
Oh, I'm sorry. That one was me. I was trying to figure out how to do it and clicked it by accident. I thought it would bring up a menu.
want to sit there?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
My
that
strength is a +3.
let's say. Well, you got -4 on a 20, so that's a 16 to hit, and you will hit it. So roll a D3, and you have knocked out the mosquito. You have.
Cool. Can I push it away from me?
You have you have stunned the mosquito. It is which is there we go, helpless. And you just kind of take it and throw it against the wall. Just gotta throw it against the ground 5 feet away from you.
Yep. Okay. And then taking out your sword is part of a move action, correct?
It is a move action, unless you
Okay.
have a base attack bonus of
I-
+2, I believe. I
Oh,
always check
okay,
Hector
well
for
that-
this.
It's +1.
It might very well be +1. Quick draw. Yes.
I
Okay.
have a
Yeah,
base
it's
attack of
+1.
+2.
As part of a free action, that's for you may draw a weapon as a
But
move
do
action.
you still have to have quick draw?
Okay, so it is movement instead of an action. With quick draw, it becomes a free action as a part of movement. So normally it is just movement.
Okay.
So it would be your movement to draw a weapon.
So I can drop my long sword and take out my short sword. Because that is a light.
Yes.
Okay. Then,
You have your short sword out. You have thrown away the mosquito. And that'll be your turn then.
Beautiful. Okay.
Hector.
I'm also going to knock out my mosquito.
Okay. That will hit.
So that would be a Oh, because I don't have a -4, right?
No, you're still holding it, but it loses its dex bonus because it's grappled.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm going to the bathroom.
And that was, what did you say, a D3?
Yes. For a medium creature, it's a D3. And then plus your strength is going to be more than 2, presumably.
Yep.
And that will
Yes, my strength is a +3.
Dazzle
I-
and daze and
Throw
stun
it
the
under the
mosquito.
pile with horns.
Charity's just going to be the bug executioner. Alright. Terrico!
One next to me's unconscious but not dead.
Yeah, the 2 on the ground next to you are unconscious but not dead.
Okay.
To attack that is grappling me. Because I don't have a lot of constitution.
Okay.
I can't imagine that Terrico started with a lot of constitution.
Is that with your -4? That is. That will kill it.
Woo!
Just the moving of the tokens to get the token I need to delete.
The layers here.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Back to top of initiative, unconscious.
Like, I can
Yabo.
only even see 2 of the, 5 creatures that are in that square.
Hello.
Also, I just
I am returning.
help to be.
Just in
I
time?
only do damage because of my sneak attack. Look at my past 2 attacks. On the normal weapon, I roll a 1, but I get -1 for my strength.
Okay, so we've established what now?
The only one that is active at the moment is the one that is grappling you.
Which is the
And this
big
is the
one,
big-
correct?
Which is the big one, yes.
I'm gonna try to make. I have to make an unarmed attack, right?
If you're going to attack it, yes, you don't... unless you have your... Well, I guess you have your... whatchamacallit
My
out.
quarterstaff
Your
out.
quarterstaff, which is not a light weapon.
So I do have to punch it.
You do have to punch it.
I'm gonna go ahead and flurry of blows because that's nothing says I'm not allowed to. But I will do the -4.
Hold on, let me check grapple real quick. You can make an attack with an unarmed strike. Let me take a look at your
Flurry of blows.
flurry of blows. Because flurry of blows might be specifically doing so. They may take 1 extra attack round. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So these are at -6.
Both of them? I thought the second one was -2. Or are they both -2?
As does each other attack made that round.
Okay. I mean, it'll do the numbers for me. Oh, look! Nothing happened.
It did in fact do the numbers for you. Unfortunately, you're trying to
let's
grapple
learn
this
that.
thing. Terrico's stabbing at stuff. There's people
There's a
screaming in the
lot going
background,
on.
throwing bugs, and you're not quite able to get as much movement because of the water you're in, and so you just kind of, your attacks fall flat.
Alright. Well, it was good knowing you guys.
Yabo, roll me a d6, please.
Although you have more than 7 con, right? Be fine.
I mean, yeah.
There's a difference between not dead and fine.
And you take 3 more points of constitution damage as you slowly get a little bit weaker and a little bit weaker as this thing is draining your blood and you're fighting it. This numbing saliva is starting to affect the area around your shoulder where it's grappled into and sucking. It has done 4 points of constitution damage to you. And then Charity.
All
I
right.
am not
So
flying now, so
here's what I want to do, and I feel like I should be able to do this. I want to first. I want to pull out my holy water and drop a drop on this unconscious Sturge in front of me, and then I want to stomp it into the ground. I just want to see if the holy water does anything at all.
It does
I
not.
don't think it was. I didn't think so, but I just wanted to try.
It does not. The
Yeah,
bug god appreciates your offering. Um, so
I think
Look,
you
I'm
just
not a
performed
scientist
last
for
rites
no
on this
reason.
mosquito.
you're doing a coup de grace, full round action. You could use a bow.
Last
That's
rites
fine. It
of
doesn't
an
matter. It has 4
unscared
health. You
bird.
drop a little bit of holy water on it and just go stomp. Just kind of splat it to the ground.
Pulls out my bow. It shoots at a conscious bug fucking 2 feet in front of me. That'd be so hilarious.
Next turn.
I don't want to waste the arrow. I'm actually kind of running low. Not really, but also, yeah.
But also, yeah.
I've got like 15 left. I had like 30 when we walked in here, some shit like that.
Corum.
Yes, hello. Alright, so I... This fucking thing. Okay, there we go. I don't care to finish that off. I'm gonna...
You just saw
I
Charity
might, like-
curb stomp one. I think she's capable.
Yeah, I trust her ability. I have my light weapon. I'm going to try to... tear it off of Yabo?
Are you going to try to grapple it and pin it off of him, or are you just going to attack it?
I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay. Just make your attack. You are not grappling, so it is at full. That will hit, and that brings up its total damage to 14. You managed to cleave off, like, a good chunk of its body, just kind of gash into it, cut through a good part of its lower, like, thorax. It is beaten up at this point. It is well injured.
Cool.
Hector.
Alright, well...
So, kind of what I'm trying to figure out is if Hector entering the water is helpful. Because if it's waist deep on the big folk, it's going to be like shoulders on Hector, and I don't think he's even going to be able to swing effectively.
It was gonna be like shoulders on Terrico, so like I think it'll be like
Okay, so but I have to
navel and pet.
fucking bow out. I should have kept my sword out in the first place.
Man, it always comes down to having the wrong weapons out, it seems.
It
really does.
really does.
I think a lot of it is just because these particular enemies fly, so we're like, oh yeah, we should use our ranged weapons, and then they get in real close.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
only own a ranged weapon. I don't even have a melee.
Not even a dagger.
No, I don't.
She already has like a penknife she uses to sharpen quills, and that's the closest thing she has to a melee weapon.
She's a letter opener.
I think it's established that she has like a whittling knife.
Yeah.
I'm so hesitant to shoot at it.
I mean, what's the worst that happens? You crit and you kill Cole.
I kill Yabo.
Kill Yaba, yeah.
Again.
If you
Yabo
kill
again.
Yabo, the fall knocks out Terrico and ruins all the papers.
Oh, that's true. You could hit Terrico instead too.
That's true. I could hit Jericho.
You have a 1 in 3 chance of hitting the thing you're trying to hit right now if you were to shoot into that.
Yeah, that sounds
Gotta go to
good.
the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I mean, not actually, right? Because if I succeed on my roll, I will hit the thing that I'm aiming for.
No. Not
No?
necessarily.
No, because remember I crit, and then I
thought you
crit
crit
the
on
wrong
the
person.
damage.
do. Oh, that's shooting into melee. I want shooting into grapple. You always roll randomly for who you hit when firing into a grapple. So first we would roll for who you hit. Then we would roll for to hit.
You hit that. Yeah, please don't fire.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, I guess.
Dun dun dun. There we go.
I have a
So
question.
would getting into the water still count as my 5-foot step?
Yes.
So I could do my whole weapon switch shenanigans again and do that.
Also, you can move and switch a weapon because of drawing a weapon is part of a free action as part of movement for you because of your quick draw.
But I wanted to stow my bow as well.
Oh yeah, then that'd be your 5-foot step.
But that's all I need to do is get up next to it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm switching to the sword. I'm stepping forward.
Tereko.
Please.
Ooh.
Before he makes his move, because when I move
Wait,
out
was
as
I
me-
not supposed to attack?
Okay. So you stowed your weapon.
And I pulled out my sword and I took my 5-foot step to get to where I am.
Let me read quick draw again.
Because I thought we decided that the draw is free, the stow is my movement, and then I could use the 5-foot step.
Yeah, okay, that sounds correct. You may draw a weapon as a move action, if your base attack is +1 or higher, as a free action as part of movement. You are stowing as movement, and then as part of your free action out of the movement, you are drawing, and then you are taking a 5-foot weapon. Okay, yes, you can make the attack.
So I hit the fuck out of that thing.
You, in fact, hit the fuck out of that thing. You managed to cleanly decapitate it.
Yes!
Hector!
As you managed to not only cleanly decapitate it, you managed to do so without hitting Yabo or Tereko in the process, as
Wonderful.
its 8 pincher legs relax, its proboscis falls out of Yabo's neck, and it, with a heavy plop, splashes into the water.
Oh, wait a second. Hector just killed the giant Sturge with a critical hit, and in the last session, Tereko killed the giant spider with a critical hit, right?
That sounds right.
Ooh, tiny guys! Killing big bugs.
Yeah! Yeah, we'll have to come up with a we won secret handshake or something.
Yeah.
Engineering spot, escape artist. Oh, I'm scrolling up. It looks like it might have been Corum.
Oh, is Yabo dead?
What
No.
did I do?
No, the giant.
No!
The giant is dead.
On my screen, it looked like Tereko was dead.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up, and it looks like it. Oh, that was target against a spider. Cause fear. Oh, there's the cause fear.
Yeah, it was
Sorry.
right
Oh,
after.
I
Yep, you
forgot
did.
about Cosfear.
You did crit.
Okay.
You just. It was an 18, but it was a nat 20. So you took the
Right,
minus
right.
2 and plus and minuses from all the other things to make it an 18. So you did crit, and you confirmed the crit. The difference here is Hector rolled the nat 20 but did not confirm. But
But I would have killed it either way, right?
yes, it died either way.
It's a crit in my heart, Hector.
It's a crit in our
Yes,
hearts.
it sure as hell felt like a crit.
It was. You very calmly took 5 put your weapons away, dusted yourself off, stepped into the water, and decapitated the
And just absolutely destroyed this mosquito.
queen giant mosquito.
Woo!
Um,
Alright.
Okay, so there are no remaining conscious mosquitoes, right?
That you can see.
But there are a whole hell of a lot of larvae.
Yes.
Well, first of all, let's kill this last unconscious one, just for good measure. Charity, you want to do it, or should I?
I'll stop it.
Charity just sees everything calm down and just kind of crunch underfoot.
What's the best way to take care of these larvae then?
Mash them.
I will say, while I'm looking at it right now, you each will get 360 experience.
Ooh.
Should we be at 1973? Is that where everybody else is at?
18.
360?
360.
I've got 1873.
Oh, I might be
I
off.
also have 18.
Yeah, looks like it should be
I'm at
1873.
1873.
It should be 1873.
What happened that year?
Post-Civil War in America, so there was a lot of turmoil.
I have a
What?
small vial of those claymore shrooms. I don't think it'll do anything here, though.
Yeah, especially because they're in water.
Sorry, I almost forgot to do something. 2, 3 torches.
It was the panic.
Does anybody happen to have a fishing net on them?
No.
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 How big are the larvae?
We didn't bring food with us. Why would you think we had a fishing net?
We do have a fishing rod now.
They're probably anywhere from like 6 inches to 6 inches, 8 inches to a foot long.
And how many of them are there? Like, dozens, hundreds, thousands? Roughly, what are we?
Probably all in all, just over 100 that you can see.
That's a lot.
I have a question.
How do mosquitoes work? If we killed the mama, will these ones just go about their business and die and then there won't be new ones?
No.
No.
Okay.
Man, we really should have got a spellcaster.
I have a question. With a tree tent, that means I don't need my bedroll, correct?
No. Because the tree tent only works if you have a place to hitch it.
Right.
I mean, when you can use a tree tent, you don't need your bedroll, but you do need a tree.
Yeah.
You don't
So
have
I
a
can-
tree, you need
so-
your bed.
Okay.
If we went to sleep down here, you would have nothing to sleep on if you got rid of your bed. Because there are no
Okay.
trees down here.
Yeah, there's nowhere good to hit. Well, you might be able to hitch it between a couple like stalagmites or something, but it would be in less
Well, we're
than
trying
ideal
to leave
situation.
here.
Yeah, but that's just the example.
Really, what I'm trying to say is, can I use one of those as like a skimmer to try and skim these bitches out of the water? Like, we just grab 2 ends, 2 people do it, we walk through and fucking scoop them and drag them up. Or I guess we could probably do the same thing, but there's some benches back in the other building. We probably could do it with that too.
You also know that these things won't immediately become adults. Like, they're not going to mature
Right.
overnight.
We can come back with, like, stuff.
Or
Go
send,
gather
it.
or send people to come take care of it, too.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
Never mind then.
This isn't necessarily a, oh god, we have to deal with this right now situation.
Should we?
Traumatized?
Near future,
I hate to say
not
it,
immediately.
but should we venture out further just to make sure we've killed all the active ones?
Probably, although I would appreciate getting set down on the ground and not being, riding Terraco over the water, or riding Yabo over. Remember all the pain I have.
Okay, well, it looks like over here is a place
Okay,
to
well,
set
pass
you down.
Jericho to me and I'll send him onto the ground.
So I'm gonna walk. Oh, I guess you can be set over there too. I was gonna set you down over here. And then
Everyone's just like standing waist high in mosquito larva infested water having a conversation.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like stand here on the shore so I'm out of the water, but I have my layout set.
what is that?
Just
Is that a
mushrooms.
hole or is that just okay? Just mush.
It's just shadows.
Okay, so we don't see anything.
Yeah, no.
And I'll just kind of go this way, or I won't go this way. Seems that I can't fit anywhere.
I'll just go and do the reasonable thing at this point. There you go. There's global illumination.
I still can't. There's still not global
No.
illumination. Unless this is just an alcove and I can't go anywhere over here.
My
That is
my
just
light
my-
is definitely still moving around.
Okay.
I might have to reactivate it to give it. Let's.
Regardless, I think we've got.
Why did? Oh, there you go. I was like, why did someone not move?
Where'd everybody go?
I'm far away from you.
How to say,
Hello,
is everyone-
friend.
Yeah, line of sight's still going to be a thing, but it's you don't need to have a light source anymore. Is the difference? So you guys can fuck around and move about.
I want to use my knowledge domain, and for the next 2 minutes, I kind of want to run around back here and cast Secret Doors. I think is what the spell's called.
I think that's the level 2 knowledge spell.
Is it level 2?
It might be level 1.
Find the domain.
Level 1.
Yeah, then yes, I will do that.
Okay.
Is that just a little outcropping too?
So yeah,
Sorry.
you have up to 3. Yeah, there's no more doors. You guys have gone around everywhere.
Okay.
Presence or absence, number of secret doors and location of each. Yeah, you kind of run around. You don't detect any secret doors or any secret passages or anything. You get a little bit of a blip over here, in the northwestern corner, but that's mostly just there's a door being blocked by the rubble. Than anything.
So if we got a crew up in here, we could probably clear out the rubble.
If you remember, we caused some of the rubble.
What rubble did you cause?
Oh, we should remember that
we-
there's still
We blocked
presumably
off one of
those
the holes.
guys.
I mean, that's
down
you
in that hole.
cleaned up rubble. You didn't cause rubble.
Yeah.
You didn't.
We-
you
we
didn't like
moved
blow
rubble.
stuff up.
We
We
distributed
caused the
rubble.
blockage.
The blockage in a
we-
hole in the wall. I feel like that's not rubble. I
We
feel at
should
that point
remember that those guys
you've made it not rubble anymore, and
we
have made
can-
it wall.
We could just come in here with the crew when they go to clean it up.
Yeah, I'm just saying we should remember.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
whoever's
saying
job
there's
it is
the members
know.
of the party and the humans behind them.
Charity, I know.
I feel like it'd be difficult.
Charity Terrico, I know you guys wanted to investigate the lamps last time, the torches.
Yeah.
But is that the last thing that needs investigated? You guys have kind of meandered around here for the most part.
As long as we
Yeah.
have everything, we've gone through the entire cave, which I think we have.
Yeah,
I've checked for secret doors. None of that.
none of that.
Mainly because there's really no other use for my knowledge domain other than a ton of knowledge skills.
And
No
any
secret tunnels?
divination spells casting at one level higher.
Yeah.
I don't know what good divination spells there are.
Protect secret doors.
Brain Spider apparently is a
Yeah, but at this rate, I'm
level
never
8
gonna get third level spells.
Fair. Anyway, you examine the torch. So what you notice is there's kind of this clear crystal, and there seems to just be a kind of faint flickering, kind of glowing, emanating from the inside of this crystal, kind of red-orange light, as it's kind of set into the sconce.
Dig it out.
I was gonna say, what happens if I try to take the torch out of the chandelier?
So they're not really necessarily torches. They're more like just kind of inset stone sconces with the crystal in the middle. But when you try to take the crystal out, you notice that it's kind of set in there. You kind of play around with it for a minute, twisting it and pulling, sliding, and pushing different things. And eventually you guys figure out that turning it enough will unseat it, that it seems to be screwed in. It's a little warm to the touch. And then once you manage to unseat it from the sconce, it stops emitting light.
Does it look fragile?
Yeah, it's crystalline, glass-like. It's kind of solid, but if you were to throw it at the ground, it would break.
Screw it back in.
It slowly begins to emit its dim light again.
Neat.
Oh, the chandelier, is that, like, connected to the ceiling anyhow, or would it be theoretically possible? Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's connected to the ceiling. It's like a solid kind of wrought iron piece, kind of
Almost like
branching
it's wired.
down.
For some reason I thought that it had, like, fallen on the desk.
No, it's in the ceiling.
Okay.
Good night.
Or attached to the ceiling, not necessarily in the ceiling. That'd be a weird place for a light source. Illuminate my attic with a light switch in my basement. Alright. Are you guys done here then?
I mean, it is torrentially downpouring outside in the night, so maybe we try and find a somewhat indicate.
What?
You
I only
can.
caught part of that.
I think he's just suggested camping until morning.
That probably makes sense.
Yeah, I was just saying that we should sleep in here since it's raining outside.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Alright. You sleep until morning. Soundly
I mean, we
knowing
should set watches, right?
yeah. You've got, like, the
Because
spider
we know
webs.
there are still things in the cave system.
Yeah. You also know, like, if they come through, that they're going to make noise. Like, a cairn of
that's
stones falling isn't going to be quiet.
We also like set up like the actual spider web like noise notificator things.
Yeah.
Right after we killed the giant spider.
You set up, essentially nets for anything that would be flying in and causing issues.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. God, that was a good idea.
Oh, that was so damn smart.
Why can I never find the weather thing? Race of Fog of War, Transition, Daylight, Darkness, Journal Notes, Simple Calendar. Oh, here it is. That's why. Okay. You guys rest for about 8 hours, restoring 1 point of Constitution, or other ability score damage.
Oh, yeah.
And by around 9:30, the torrential rain stops. It's still cool. It's still a pretty cool day, but it's overcast and light drizzle. I assume you guys are making your way back to town.
Yeah.
Let's just get around to
Perfect.
climb
I
checks
can finally feel
up
my,
the rope.
my
Oh
toes.
god, I forgot about climbing.
Yeah, I was worried about that. You still have the climbing kit and stuff, right? Doesn't that add something?
Yeah, I think it's like +2, I believe. It should say on the description.
Man, this is going to be the hardest part of our entire journey. I have no clue how Charity's getting back up that cliff.
Charity,
Hey, don't say that. We've gotten lost
Okay,
before.
yeah, I also have the climber's kit.
Charity's
gonna
getting
fall multiple times.
Charity's getting pulled up the cliff.
It probably.
Yeah. We have ropes, we have strong people, they just gotta make it up the cliff.
Someone to tie a knot. Yabo climbs up. Corum climbs up.
Do I need to do something to add whatever my climbing kit gives me, or should it do it automatically?
You'll need to roll the climb check, and we'll just add it to it.
I did the
Hey!
part.
Okay, maybe we'll be much better at climbing this time.
All right, Charity.
Oh my lord!
Everyone is like exhausted and just ready to go. You've knotted the rope. You've done this before. You don't want to fall again. You don't want to have to deal with this rigmarole. You all climb back up, untie the rope from its hitching tree, make a note of where you were, follow the river back to the pond, and as you make your way back to the pond, you see a team of 9 people with axes clearing away the last little bit of a path from towards town to the pond. They give you a wave, say, "It took a little while, sorry, it was a lot more timber in the way than we thought, but we did it. Here's a path for us now, bosses, folks."
I didn't even realize we had people on this. I'm about to kiss them. Like, I was worried I went through the forest for...
So, with the path cleared, you make it back to town in the early afternoon.
With no
I go
getting lost.
directly to Alejandro and wish him a very happy birthday.
Oh yeah, we did go back in time for his birthday. Good job, us.
Wait,
I
do we
bring
have
him
anything-
a chunk of stone.
He
That's
looks
the first rock of the
at
new
the
world.
rock, and he looks at you, and he just gives you the biggest kiss, and it's like, this is the best birthday gift you could have found. Gives you a big hug, and says all his pleasantries. Aw, you remembered. It's a nice rock, but no rock on my finger. Yada yada yada. I would like someone to roll me a d20, please. Okay.
Whoops.
You roll 2 9s.
Alright. You guys have made it back to town. You have acquired clay, you have acquired stone. You've acquired
We've acquired
experience.
knowledge.
You've acquired knowledge.
We should probably tell people that there's people.
At least
Yeah.
Well, there were people.
There have been people. Oh, our beautiful town.
I was just gonna say, look at our beautiful town. We totally didn't spend 4 hours figuring it out.
I
I'm
wanted
proud
to
of it,
spend
though.
some time researching those claymores and an attempt to make a grenade.
Okay, so you guys are going to be spending some downtime then?
I think we need to. Cora might die of loss of constitution otherwise.
I would like to
Oh,
say
Corm's
before we
such
go
a-
to, like,
-3 now, so.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
hardcore
Yabo
downtime,
took a
we
lot
can
of
figure out a
damage
plan.
too.
Oh, that's right.
Alright. So,
We should figure out a plan for killing larva first. Not gonna be immediately, but I don't.
I'd like to reiterate my plan to make a bomb.
yes, I heard the plan to make a bomb. I'm not surprised.
Jericho,
That's
less for you.
that was part of yeah, that's fair. For Terrico. Hey Terrico, want to make me build a bomb?
Help me build a bomb. I could probably use who's the blacksmith? I could probably use their help too.
That would
Show
be
them
Hector.
Yeah.
Paris attention.
Yeah, I'll help you make a bomb. We're gonna do it in your lab, though, right?
Of course, that's the point of the lab.
Everything else.
That's why it's like 8 miles away from everything else.
I can't start until tomorrow.
It's like our town's almost in neat shape, and then there's Charity's lab way off into the corner.
And the canner.
Don't forget about the poop pit.
The poop pit.
No, I just realized after all of our planning, I don't think I put a spot for Terraco's. Probably be close to the city.
Terrico's what?
Well, I'd imagine that doing group, like I know that they were just gonna like stay in the town hall for a while, but I think eventually
Okay, your own little workshop. Yeah, that's fair. We don't have that on here,
Yeah.
do we?
I was so excited about the logistics of town, I forgot about Jericho's workshop.
I forgot about Jordan's fancy shape.
I did too until I scrolled down.
It's a beautiful shape.
I love how you
Extremely fancy.
I feel like Jordane's fancy shape's a good shape for your workshop.
Okay, I was gonna do a rectangle, but you know what? That shape deserves a spot.
Other than the
I
I wanted to
poop.
make some sort of like shop thing, but I don't fucking remember what it was.
I
Why
think the
would you
watch
mention
tower
lemons
is
or
fancy
those?
shape too.
I think it is.
I'm right, could the workshop actually go over here?
Make it me move the thing I just placed. Yeah, that's fine.
I just feel like it makes sense for the workshop to be like the industry area.
I forget, is this the well?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a fire pit, to be honest.
Alright. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, you guys were about halfway through the town hall, I believe. I should have paid more I forgot what day you guys arrived on. Let me check the calendar. That should probably be a day marked in the calendar.
Should.
You know, that should probably be a holiday.
I was just gonna say, I vote we make that a holiday next year. We call it something fancy, or we could call it something boring, like Rifle Day.
Let's go with the 4th of Gazran. And we'll go... And... Oh, there's even a checkbox for a holiday.
Yes, there is.
Everyone can see it. And... Save note. Close. Okay. Anyway. So you guys are taking some downtime. Who is helping with bombing?
I'm helping with the bomb. Can't say no to it.
A little bit, but I wouldn't think that my skills would be required like the entire time. I'm not going to be helpful with the design, but I can help with the execution.
Okay. And then, Corum, are you helping lead your people to take care of the mosquitoes? That's probably in your guys'
Yeah.
purview.
That sounds like Corin.
Oh, Charity, did you collect... This is just a thing I would have probably thought her to do. Did you collect any larvae?
Yeah,
Okay, just like a bottle.
she would have. She would have just a vial. She just has a lot of vials.
Just a lot of bottles. Half of Charity's carry weight is glass.
Also, I am going to make a specific point of all the cool papers that we found are nowhere near the bomb making process.
They are stored safely in one of your guys'
we only
tents
do-
in the meantime. Safely away from the beginnings of the lab.
As I say, I like to imagine like Charity just doesn't have a lab yet, so she just does most of her shit in like a pit that's like obviously been like.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm looking
like,
at the.
medically.
Maybe there's just like a floor.
Yeah, there's like a circle, and it's like all already patch marked with like acid burns and shit.
Just various holes and things. Yeah, I'm looking at the timeline right now, and I don't see the lab on here because I'm pretty sure that was one
I
of
don't
the
think we've done
supplementary
any work.
things.
Yeah, I don't think we've done any work to the lab. She's just
It's-
kind of been doing it out in the open.
Anyone who's
No.
been willing to do charity or like anything like to help you out a bit has come over and like stamped some spare boards into the ground to give you like a sort of level workspace and like
Yeah,
A
just
table.
anybody that comes by brings one board with them.
yeah, exactly. It's like there's like half a table that's like that was made and is like a little bit wobbly and wasn't quite good enough for like the mess or anything, the storehouse. And it's just kind of ramshackled furniture and crates in the meantime. Like all the boxes that had carried supplies that have been emptied are what you're using as desks and chairs and things. It's really
Well,
bare
I-
bones and functional.
I feel like if Jericho's working with Charity on this, he'll notice all of the, like, acid spills and stuff, and he's gonna go, huh, we need to get Charity some stone floor right away so she doesn't poison our water supply by accident.
They're not big
Well,
acid
third.
spills.
Well, listen, the acid is just the only stuff Jericho can see. He understands that there's a lot more than just that.
Fair enough. So first things first, I would like. How are you guys taking like a week off? Is that a safe period of time that you guys are taking a break from exploring and adventuring?
However long it
Yeah.
takes people to get their stats back.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Okay.
It takes 3 days, but I would like to be here for the 18th because I have a party.
Yeah, the 18th was
Um,
also about the day when the town hall was going to be finished. So we'll just say you guys take a week to recuperate.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because it's getting finished just in time for the party.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, you guys spend a week recuperating, healing up your hit points, restoring your faith in yourselves, kind of really reflecting on the past week and a half of trying to take care of this issue and discover Clay, and all the things you've learned along the way, like, maybe we should carry
We should
rope.
bring food.
Maybe we should bring food. Oh, I don't need these torches because I can do science to make lights, and various things. Tree tents don't work without trees, and all
It sure
these
seems like a good idea.
various survival tasks that you guys have been met with. So I would just like each of you first off the bat to roll me a d20. Okay. So which was that was the okay. I like the 4d20 rolls from Yabo in a row. So that's one,
At
two,
level
Yeah, but this one
three.
has a last name.
At level 3. Oh wait, no. At level 3, 3 of us can eat.
They must eat.
It's
Um,
per
why?
level, so we'll be fine. It just says feeds 3 humans.
Oh, hey, I'm not a human.
Yeah, he's a small
I'm about
creature, so
half the
it'll
size of
feed
one.
2 humans, a Terrico, and another Terrico.
But it's per level, so I'll be able to feed plenty of people.
Yeah. Charity, roll me another d20.
Okay.
Alright. So... someone roll me a d7. Alright, 5 days in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, unfortunate. On Newumbert's birthday,
Oh no.
I would
Oh,
like
no.
I would like Katrina to roll me a d25.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Sam, just out of curiosity, is there a way for me to open back up the calendar?
Hey, maybe that
Uh,
means only one
Over on
enemy.
the left under journal notes, it's down under simple calendar. Okay, so you rolled a 1. Beautiful. Charity, roll me a knowledge nature to investigate the mushrooms.
Hey.
Terrico, roll me a knowledge engineering to help with the bomb logistics. And Hector, roll a craft blacksmithing. for manufacturing some raw components.
If you guys blow up the fucking building that we just built.
It's okay, Jericho's gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
fine.
we're not in the
Town
town hall.
No.
We're in Charity's lab.
Yeah, we're-
uh,
We're in the space that will be known as Charity's Lab.
We have taken many precautions to prevent Charity from poisoning everybody.
yes. So it takes a few days, and a couple trips back and forth from the Claymore shrooms, to eventually get the rough idea of how you want to set these off in such a way that you can trap the combustion and the gases that are being emitted to create flame easily. You're trying to make like a firebomb, right?
Yeah.
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 So you managed to come together with enough playing around to find about the perfect threshold, you think, of what it's going to take to set these off in a way that won't go off in your backpack, that won't go off through normal movement. It takes a few burns and blisters on your part, Charity, to get there, but it's nothing you are unaware of. Hector, it's a pretty simple craft. The idea that Terrico has come up with to house these things. Just a lot of cold working, different scraps and things. And all in all, you have managed to create one clay mushroom bomb. One clay mushroom firebomb. Clay shroom firebomb. In the process. So, unfortunately, while you guys are out collecting these different things, and everyone's kind of busy, eventually when you all make it back to town for lunch and dinner, and the presumed commemoration of the completion of the town hall / chapel, you hear a loud, blood-curdling scream coming from the makeshift sawmill area, from where you guys are performing the preparation of the wood, which you have well stocked up at this point thanks to clearing the path to the pond. As you all go running over to see what the commotion is and kind of the crowd gathers, you can see that one of your workers has inadvertently got their hand stuck in some of the machinery and ripped off. There is blood spewing. The hand is just crushed to the bone, flattened.
Is it mangled?
It is pretty mangled. It is a very severe injury.
Could I use... There's not like a knowledge heal. There's a heal. Right, okay. Can I roll heal to see if I can preserve some of his hand function with magic?
Go ahead.
If not, I'll just cut it off.
I also use knowledge engineering to make sure that the machinery is turned off and won't be further harming them, and maybe a way to get their hand out of the machine.
Okay. Charity, that was a pretty good roll. Terrica, go ahead and make yours.
I'm just gonna kind of like usher people out and try to keep everything calm.
It's just kind of move everyone away. Okay.
Yep.
Understandable. So Terrico, you're pretty
I
familiar
don't
with
really
these.
have any skills to use in this situation, but I do have a calm and comforting demeanor.
you know, that's an important thing in these situations, right? So as you're kind of clearing everyone away from the scene who doesn't need to be there, Terrico, you look over the kind of the machine that this hand got caught in, something sort of to like flatten and press the boards as they're drying out situation. You can kind of see that safety precautions were not taken properly in this situation, which has led to the kind of dismembering and crushing of the man's hands. you quickly reverse the machine and make sure that all the springs and gears that had been wound up are safely released so that all the pressure's gone from the machine and it's lifted up. Charity, you quickly come over and examine the man's injuries after Terrico releases the mechanism, and you can kind of see that you're definitely not going to be able to fully restore use of this guy's hand, but you could probably save at least 3 fingers.
Better than losing his whole hand.
I'll take that.
Not the thumb, unfortunately.
Good.
So basically, he is going to lose function in his ring finger and his thumb on his left hand.
All right. Well, that's better than nothing. Better than losing an entire hand.
So
I definitely thought we were walking away with an amputee here.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
perfect.
burn your medical supplies that you'd prepared for the day. You quickly amputate the fingers that aren't going to be able to go. You disinfect the wound, patch it up, and the guy is absolutely just babbling in shock of what's happening. In the course of these past 3 minutes that this situation's been going on, he is just out of it.
Pat. Shh.
But other than that, beyond that incident, which ruins a little bit of the wood that had been being produced throughout the day, no one wants to have the house built with the critically injured wood's hands thing, and it would be a very sour finishing touch for the town hall. The final
Sure, I
Yeah,
feel like
especially
Shirley
for
would
the
take that
town
one.
hall.
the final rafters are in place.
Oh yeah, we can put it on the lab floor.
The-
I think Charity would take it.
yeah, I mean, it's a good story. I saved that guy's most of that guy's hand.
I wasn't sure if Charity was gonna brag about it or if the wood was gonna get thrown out and Charity just kind of just carries it back to her lab.
Jared doesn't do heavy labor.
Yeah, he doesn't carry things.
Charity kind of directs some of the menial laborers who are doing kind of overseeing the timber part of this job.
He just wants her lab faster.
Kind of goes, put it over by the lab,
It's perfectly good wood.
and they kind of look at you knowingly and just kind of are unsurprised by this situation.
This won't be the first time those boards are covered in blood. Don't worry.
They kind of give you
Well, it will be the first time.
Or it won't be the last time.
they kind of look at you like, whatever you say, Doc. As they go and lay it over on the lab floor. But
Nobody's had to experience the horrors of Charity's actual internal surgery yet.
no
The
one's had.
entire time those poor workers are carrying it over there, they're having an argument about whether or not it's actually more beneficial or not.
Other than that, town hall is completed. There was a pretty sizable feast. You guys have kind of been saving up some rations and some extra meats and game that had been coming through here. It's still pretty early spring, but some of the early harvest has come in, various forageables and things. So all in all, Newembert has a pretty good day, beyond, the horrific accident that everyone saw in the early afternoon.
It's okay. He doesn't care.
Um,
He's a little upset that it became a day about someone other than him. So
fair enough.
Honestly, he was a little relieved.
You don't see the guy who got mangled later on in the evening. He's been mostly retired to bed rest.
Can I roll?
Hector makes sure to make up a plate and drop it by.
Can I roll knowledge nature to just give this guy just some drugs?
Can I find some opium for this guy?
And not necessarily pain. It might be like psychedelics. Just something.
Also, yeah,
He's-
Charity's probably been looking at every single plant she's been able to find. You definitely find some willow bark.
Yeah, you give him the good stuff.
And things that you found, some natural sort of painkillers. You're like, here, chew on this, drink this,
He's
have this
Probably
tea.
not in pain. He's probably just traumatic because it was magical healing.
I mean, it was magical healing, but also, you still cut off his finger.
Well, I mean,
Like,
from
it's-
the
it's-
accident
it's,
itself, he's going to be hella bruised and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This is when we all figure out that Charity's side project is just going to be a drug overlord in our small little town.
So you give him some of the various drugs and things you
Yes.
found, and he is
I'll get you in a minute.
sedated. So you don't hear kind of bubbling and my hand. I knew I never should have come here. I should have listened to my mother. I should have stayed home at the farm. My cousins are right, and I was so much better before I came here. It's too late to go home. I hate it here. I hate it here. I just want to die, but also this hurts, so I really don't want to die.
I mean, it's not wrong.
And you drug him, and he's just eventually just kind of goes, "It could be worse. There's so many colors. My hand feels so tingly." And he kind of flexes his pinky, his middle, and his pointer finger on his left hand, and kind of goes, "It's sort of like a bird claw." Caw, caw. And kind of spends the rest of the evening just kind of curling his remaining fingers and his
Charity's taking notes.
and his nubs back and forth.
A new thing Charity never experimented with before. She was just like, oh yeah, sure.
Charity's like, this is a drug that we use back home that I've never messed with before. No one ever took this prescription. Anyway, that's that day.
Poor guy.
All right, I feel like we accomplished something
Poor
this session.
three-fingered Dave.
Poor little
You
Simpson.
think
That's a great name. Let me.
I'm gonna make Three-fingered Dave test all of my concoctions now.
I
Sorry,
I
Dave.
had to make a note about his name.
You're named NPC now.
You had a trauma. You had trauma, so.
You're named NPC. That means your life's gonna get worse.
You should have followed the safety precautions. You shouldn't have stuck your hand in the wood clamp. In the wood crusher. Other than that, that was 7 daily rolls. What's your guys' next goal? Let's go. Let's take a look at the old map.
Probably livestock, right?
You have, that's been kind of going on in the background. Like, you guys have
Okay.
livestock.
I wasn't sure if we how much we had or how much. we had
The
to
first
make
thing
together.
the second thing you guys did after making the wall was putting up the barns.
Making pens.
So far, you have completed the wall, the barns, the baths, the smoker, the storehouse, the town hall. Next up is the mess hall, the longhouses, the actual lumber mill, wood shop, smith.
All I know is I'm gonna send my followers out around as just having a ton of medicinal herbs
Okay.
and things that I've discovered already, and things that they might find that I haven't.
You've
research
taught
yet.
them how to gather the claymore mushrooms without them exploding.
This stuff, also like
breadshrooms.
the bread shrooms, yeah, all that fun jazz.
The other plants, the watercress thorn plant citrus thing. I forget what it was
Yeah, I
called.
want to make more bombs.
Fair enough. I will say you probably used a fair bit of the stuff, the ones that you had known about.
Yeah, I figured I'd
in
use.
the process.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be a while before those grow back, unless you discover more. But yeah, you guys have mapped out or adventured through basically Where's mine? I said I would like to draw freehand. Thank you. Why did you not draw freehand the first time? There we go. It's still not going great. Will you like... Good enough. You've basically gone through that part of the forest.
I'd like to be harvesting a bunch of that stone.
Yep. And I imagine
From
Tara...
what I looked up, you can't really make a whole forge out of that type of stone, but it can be a component.
Yeah, it's mixed stones. Like, it's not solid construction out of the one. But, yeah, it's various hard stones, construction stones. Stone walls are typically more than one layer in the first place. Let me go to my Maya map and take a look. And double check where you guys have actually been. That is not the right one. Did I put it in a... Did I put it in a journal? I did. Oh, you guys also have a notice board. I forgot about that.
Wait, what?
The notice board. If you guys want to put up a notice. Corm's team is taking care of mosquitoes.
Please take all proper safety precautions in Sawmill.
Did you find any clues or ideas in the papers? Like, is there more facility that could be explored? Is there other facilities that are places of interest mentioned in the paper that we...
Well, the papers were, coded or in another language in the first place.
Oh, okay.
All the ones that you had recovered were mostly just anatomical drawings and notes of different insects. Giant spiders, giant mosquitoes, centipedes. There was one about giant ants. So you do not know. But I'm imagining you guys had people walk the entirety around the lake.
Yeah.
Can I cast Comprehend Languages and then read it? Just in depth. I'm not maybe not get anything different, but in depth what exactly it said and all that fun jazz.
There we go. So that's about the area that you guys have explored of the forest and had people in your possession explore.
This is the portion of the map we've unlocked.
And then I will say that the different explorers over... Let me go and draw this. Roughly... come on. I said freehand. Thank you for doing that after I had clicked the free. Stop selecting that. Let's move that back over there. Anyway, and then... People had found sort of a swamp boundary over here. And then over more to the west is area of the plains where your people have probably only gone out to, by their estimation, let me get a good yellow here, to probably around there. Anyway, you wanna comprehend language, the papers?
But we can't read.
Let me just check how...
And if there are any, glaring weaknesses mentioned in the paper, I'm gonna, spread that knowledge to the people that are going out to that cave. Fun jazz.
To understand, speaking across words, uncomprehensible messages, you must set a script to the writing, does not impact the serial, merely its literal meaning. To read it in the language, not speak or write it. Okay, so most of the papers you look through, they're just various facts and technical definitions relating to the insects, such as what the 8 rows of pinchers are used for on the strings, or how they reproduce, kind of things. Various biological facts, not necessarily about how to kill, just kind of their general like life cycle and things. The one kind of important bit of information you can glean from one of the mature Strigg papers that Terraco found is that the larvae do not necessarily have biological sex assigned when they're that they're stuck with, but generally only one female's in the colony that is then produced and fed by different males, and if there's not a female, whichever the largest male is will
Become female.
will become female and then grow to the giant size that you guys had seen before.
Okay. So, also, does it say how long it takes for the hatch and grow?
It says for an egg to hatch is about a week. To maturity is probably about a month. It doesn't say necessarily how long it takes the transition from male to female to take, but from laying of egg to adulthood is approximately a month on average.
Okay. I disseminate all that information to everybody that it pertains to.
Just slapping it on the notice board.
Exactly.
Also, do the papers say if they were beautifully that big, or was there some, since they were in a laboratory, were they a typical plant?
That is the typical size. Some of the pictures kind of shown like a human for scale, like an average size, like 5'8", 6 foot human male.
Big animals.
They're just naturally large.
Okay.
Big old boys.
They feed on blood. Their saliva can be used as a numbing agent and is used as a anesthetic when they're feeding from larger prey. Right, you kind of knew that from Corum and Yabo and everyone who was sucked on, feeling a little numb in the area.
I wonder if we can grab any of that anesthetic. Think of a way to do it. That's her next goal.
Charity's gonna make
might
a giant
have some still on me.
a giant mosquito cage, giant mosquito greenhouse.
If there was an anesthetic, I might have been able to save that guy's hand without magic.
The anesthetic's called a sucker punch to the jaw. It's called Hey Yabo, punch this dude in the chin.
Got you.
There's a leather belt bite on it.
It's called a hearty swig of brandy.
Exactly. There's all sorts of anesthetics you could use that aren't mosquito goo juice.
Anesthetic called a right hook.
But called a right hook.
Yeah.
Sweet
Go
chin
choke
music.
him out.
Should choke him out.
A lot of ways you can make someone unconscious.
There you go.
I do
that's the
agree
lake.
that we should collect it and use the saliva for anesthetic purposes.
I could probably also concentrate it to make maybe a paralytic.
That could be useful.
Now we're talking.
There we go. That's where your scouts have reported back. No one has gone into the swamp. Because why would they?
The best.
Because we told them to,
So-
goddammit.
I mean, you haven't. You guys have been
I know.
have been
I'm
busy.
kidding.
But those are your directions that people have explored and gone. For my sanity, which way are you guys going to check out next? Oh, the other issue you guys still have on the table is bone worms.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bone worms.
We can go research the bone worms. We know which direction that corpse came from, right?
Yeah, you know it came from. Let me make sure I'm not on draw. So the pond is about here. And you know that it probably came from somewhere around there.
How much you guys? Charity says this. How much you guys want to bet that there's another lab wherever these worm things came from?
Would make sense.
Seems worth checking out.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should go
Or
there
would you-
next.
Do you think it would be more in the forest or more in the swamp?
Probably the swamp.
Alright, so next time you guys are gonna...
It's typically where you find like
Out the
maggot-like
swamps.
creatures.
I was gonna say, do our characters know, like, because we already have heard about bone worms, right? Does she know if bone worms prefer a certain type of biome?
They're pretty agnostic, considering there's
They-
dead
they
things
like to
everywhere.
live- They like to live inside bodies. They don't last long outside of them in any environment.
They're
But if I had to guess, a swamp would be the most friendly outside of body. There was a bog that would be the best place, I think. Bodies in bogs don't decay.
Yeah, that seems like an environment they would enjoy.
They pickle, kind of gross.
pickled bodies.
Pickled bodies, all that acid
Nom 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 nom.
and carbon.
And Hector, you would know that bog iron is a thing.
Oh. That's exciting.
So it's
Is
not the
Like
purest-
regular iron, but in a bog, or is it different?
It's like regular iron. I don't think it's necessarily as like pure as like necessarily mined iron, but it is a source of iron.
Also,
Yeah,
if we
that's
found
exciting.
if we found a bog, we could use the peat as a fuel source. Really efficient. That
So finding something like that may have many benefits.
many benefits.
So does that push us more towards the swamp side of things?
I think so. That's
What's
what
the difference between a bog and a swamp?
Not a lot. Bogs are more acidic.
Bog versus swamp versus marsh. Bogs
it's
are
like-
organic soil wetlands mainly found in cold climates. They are dominated by mosses. Marshes are mineral soil wetlands found near the mouths of rivers.
Swamps have trees, right?
And swamps are forested wetlands that are dominated by woody plants. They are
Yep.
found in floodplains of rivers. The soil of these wetlands is muddy and murky.
Because I'm pretty sure a bog and a marsh can be swamps, but not the other way around.
Bogs are spongy, peat-based organic soil wetlands found in cold and damp regions. The water is acidic and the soil nutrient amount is lower than a swamp. Marsh is a type of wetland that is found where extensive deltas are formed and dominated by grasses. A fen is an organic soil wetland ecosystem that is dominated by grass plants. Swampy water can be fresh, brackish, or saline. The woody plants found here. The types of wetlands can be different shapes. Bogs are freshwater, mainly found in cold climates. Acidic, low nutrients. More than 30 centimeters thick peat is usually found here. They act as a carbon sink.
Yep, that's what makes peat such a good, source of fire. A lot of people think, or I think it's been said that, probably a lot of our coal deposits once peat bogs that just got pushed more and more underground,
Yeah, that sounds about right. That makes sense.
which could be very good for the blacksmith.
Yes.
Have a source of fuel that burns really hot.
I found a handy chart.
Just need.
Yeah, I looked up a
stone
lot
that
about
can
bogs a
contain it.
couple months ago.
For Savage Worlds? Or...
No, I was reading a book, and it was like this story about this dude who's like becoming a god, and his plane of punishment was a bog that, he made people essentially live in the peat surrounded by vines, and that was their hell for all eternity. And
Ah.
I didn't really know what peat was, so I googled it.
Muskegon has a lot
I
of...
love that that was the part of that rabbit hole you fell down.
Yeah, that's fair. Muskegon has a lot of bog, too. And the peat moss is really fun because it's so thick and you can like jump from peat moss to not fall in the bog water.
Get pickled.
It's very mushy, very squishy. All right.
There's gonna be zombies in these fucking bogs. I say that because I'm
That's
going to
also
put my
Black Mana.
characters in the bog and give them zombies to fight.
It's all the black mana. Oh.
Oh, I might be, in a few months, I might be running, Deadlands Savage Worlds, which is, it's like an alternate history AU, so it's like right after the Civil War, except during the Civil War, the states split up, and California got hit by an earthquake that caused it to, like, basically fall into the ocean, right? And then there are zombies everywhere. All of the battles just started popping zombies up, and that's like the whole gist of this like campaign setting.
And then
And
they've
it's
got
like
they've got like the card guy magic users.
yeah, they've got hucksters.
Yeah, that's what they are.
That's what they're called. And then so it's like it's a Wild West zombie show, and that sounds amazing.
Are we done
Yeah.
playing?
I figured.
It's 10:30. That's probably a good time to stop. Unless you guys want to try to adventure into the bogs now and get confused next week.
I'm
Nah.
okay.
I feel like we made effective progress tonight.
Yeah, I feel good. We
I
accomplished
agree.
things.
I'm going
I
to.
totally appreciate taking like a ton of constitution damage. I can heal that now, right?
Yeah.
You're good. Also,
Yeah, we decided to stay in town however long it took for everybody to be healed.
and then
Hey, you're the default tank.
I mean, also Quorum took way more Constitution damage than you over that period of time, I think, than you did. So he just had the opportunity of
yeah,
getting
he took his recently.
Charity
I think-
during
I
this
think
entire
some of Worms had gotten healed.
a little bit,
Sure.
but he took more summoned.
Charity during this entire experience has been attacked by a singular mosquito.
Yeah, I
That was-
think that's about how it was with Hector also.
That was the first fight that Terrico actually had a mosquito on him, and the joy of getting two at once.
How
Yummy.
special.
Yummy. Who knows if there's going to be giant mosquitoes in the swamp?
Probably.
Oh yeah. That's why I was like. That's why I was desperately like, maybe we should check out the forest because Jericho would really like to be done with this half his size.
They're so boring and annoying.
I got tangled up and sucked on by the mosquito mommy.
They're the grapple tutorial, is what they are.
They really are.
Yeah, and to be fair, we did learn a lot about how grapple works.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we,
Yeah,
I have a much better
Right.
understanding of grappling
ironically,
now.
the one thing that you learned from something else about grappling or the one thing that was sort of important and almost killed someone with grappling wasn't a mosquito that was grappling. That was a badger.
Oh, that's true.
It was a giant badger that Yabo grabs. Anyway, I'm clicking the stop button now. Bye.